Imagine a Christmas. If there's one year you could go back to Christmas and relive that, what Christmas would you go back, relive? Why?
Well, my estranged uncle called me the N-word, so I would love to say "fuck you" to him.
What?
Yeah, I just remember that.
How old were you?
I was like 12.
Somebody did that at a Christmas party?
He was not the best person.
Well,
He is.
surely.
I don't know. If he's
That's not what I was going for, Phil.
As far as fun stuff.
I should have gone second.
All right, you're an onion.
I
Phil.
should have gone second.
Phil's an onion. Let's hear it. Let's peel back another layer there.
Yeah.
This is Full Size Podcast with Paul,
I really wish I could get another pandemic.
Kyle,
Suck on it until the magic happens.
Phil,
Jesus was from New Jersey.
and me, Tyler.
I would love to know what the f is playing right now.
Okay.
Let's get down to brass tacks, gentlemen.
All right, I'm in. Me too.
Let's do this!
I was born ready.
You were born ready?
I came out of the womb with a boner.
Oh,
We should record that.
this is recording right now. Welcome to Full Size Podcast, episode 124.
Just point. Good one.
124.
Yeah.
What's up, Phil?
24. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Hi,
We're at a
guys.
new spot, as you can tell. We're in PJ's house in Colonial Williamsburg.
Yeah. Its house has character, man. This is a cool place.
If
I love it.
Talk.
Yes,
Yeah.
we'll have to have Peter on.
Yeah, Peter. The
He
owner
he can give you the full rundown of
the owner of the estate.
the owner of the estate.
Oh,
Brawling
fancy.
estate.
The
Yeah.
estate.
If it wasn't raining, I'd say I'd take you guys out in the fields and whatnot, and we could go
Imagine
have a good
growing
time.
up here.
So I was like,
That's
oh,
what he
is that-
did.
I know.
we were driving up here. I was like, oh, is that the barn that was breathing? Yeah, it is.
breathing.
Actually, yeah, that one. The one. Yeah. Oh, do you want me to? We can. Oh man.
Do you want to see it breathe too?
Do you want to go for, like on a step-by-step recount of everything?
No.
In the rain too?
No.
Oh, that'd be
We'll do it
horrible.
on a nice day when I have more mushrooms.
I do like that it's a little bit rainy right now. It's kind of cozy, you know.
The mood's
If we're not gonna
chill,
get
the
snow,
lighting's
then
driving it.
cool. Yeah.
it's fine.
Honestly.
Driving in it isn't that wonderful? But
No, I love the fact that it's like we're not overblown by sunlight right now.
Yeah.
Because like the windows. I
Fuck
was
my
honestly
big
worried
window.
about that when we're like, yeah, where are we gonna shoot at? I'm like, oh, let's do it in the living room. But I'm
Yeah.
like, the windows. I was like, if there's too much sun,
Yeah.
we won't see anybody.
Imagine doing it by the river one day.
by the river.
Down by the river.
He's got some spots where we could camp down the road. But like what I mentioned,
Down the road, it's right there.
no, down the road.
What was his name?
time-wise.
Matt Foley. Matt
Yeah,
Foley,
Matt Foley.
motivational
Matt
speaker.
Foley, motivational speaker.
Roly poly.
Yeah,
That was good too. I gotta watch
using those
that again.
papers for rolling doobies.
Oh, what you call it? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys remember being little and just being like, I'm gonna go play?
Yes.
You were responsible for your time, your whereabouts, what you did as your friend group's like, hey, we only have a certain amount of time today. It's Sunday, guys, or it's Saturday, or it's after school. What are we going to play? I remember just playing, and I missed that. It's hard for an adult. Obviously, adults don't go, honey, do the dishes. I'm going to go play.
I'm going to play my
Obviously,
trucks.
We have our versions of playing. We do our editing and our computers and our Xboxes and guitar.
Honestly, I.
Not right now. Godzilla's attacking. In the bathtub. But like I remember, like we grew up. I told Tyler, we grew up in the prime era for Jackass. Think about it. If we were younger, we wouldn't have been able to have the freedom to go jump off churches into bushes. If we were older, we'd be like, that's gonna hurt my back. Like, Jackass. We grew up in the prime time of Jackass. And before that, I remember playing like you probably would, and you as well. Actually, you're the same age. X-Men. Remember the TV show X-Men? I knew I wasn't cool enough to be X-Men. I knew that was like way too much responsibility.
So you were like, go
What?
instead
Wait.
of Transformers.
Being an X-Men was too much responsibility?
Being Wolverine.
Yeah.
Being Wolverine. I knew I was never going to be the guy that
Bless
was
you.
Wolverine. We'd fight over who was going to be Cyclops because everybody thought Cyclops was gay.
Jesus Christ. Dude.
It's not a bad thing. I'm not
Dude hooks
saying.
up with one of the sexiest ones.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the cartoon, not the new stuff. But I remember Cyclops was always just like, "What's going on over
Well, no,
there?"
he still
See ya.
hooks up with Jean
Yeah.
Grey.
Yeah,
What car?
but then also
is Logan.
the white queen,
White queen, red cream.
white cream.
Rape cream.
No, the white.
What did you just say?
No, let's beep that one out. No,
What
go
was
back to PJ.
No, she's the other telepath that like she's
Yes.
in the Hellfire Club. and
Emma
then
Frost.
Stone. Emma Frost. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is now which is now the Invincible Iron Man love interest. So it's she's married to Tony. Anyways,
What? I've never been a super big Marvel DC fan, but I remember watching the
Where's
cartoons of that. And I'm seeing my nephew now, who's 3. He's going to be 4 this
raise
year.
him right.
I'm thinking about learning Marvel, DC through him, with him.
There's 3 DVDs right there. 4. Volume 1, 2, 3, 4.
Batman.
No, I've got X-Men on DVD and Batman the Animated Series.
Okay,
Both-
take all of that.
Both
Okay.
very valid.
Oh.
Also X-Men 97 comes out.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did you look at the second shelf? I have all 4 seasons of Generation 1 Transformers.
I'm excited for
Wow.
Joey
See?
to be doing Spider-Man.
You want to cry? Watch the first 20 minutes of that.
Okay.
What?
The Transformers.
The movie?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
DVD's the way to go, man.
Yeah.
We did have this, though.
But when we
Remember
went to go
X-Men?
play, yeah.
But for playing, yes.
Remember this?
4 guys with ADHD. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, yeah. You put chopstick in your fingers. Remember when you were a kid?
Everything. Anything
Yeah.
that you could make fucking...
You would upgrade to steak
Claws.
knives.
Yeah.
Just like to your mom, you're going to make me angry. Get in the car. Like, just,
we had the Fisher Price utensils.
fireman set? Yes. Yeah.
Like
What
the
was
cooking
that?
set,
Oh,
the
yeah, the
utensils,
cooking set,
and I
yeah.
used to take the knives and I used to
Oh, okay.
sometimes do one hand at a time.
Yeah.
Playing Ghostbusters with anything aerosol we could find, like just spraying chemicals at each other.
Pretending to
Here
be
it goes.
Spider-Man with silly
Whoa.
string.
I never did that. I had a proton pack.
That would have been a good idea.
Silly
Silly
me-
string and being
They did have a
Spider-Man.
thing like that where you
Yeah, they did.
can to your
They
wrist.
definitely did. When Toby's movie came out.
I wish we could
That-
do that at work.
Yeah.
It was the animated series. The
Yeah.
animated series in the 90s.
Yeah,
They had
sure.
they had those.
Yeah.
I wish I could do that at work. Stop talking.
I
Yeah.
think you have a valid point with Jackass, but I think that the best representation of my inspiration behind throwing my body around was Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Bar none.
Yeah.
The blooper reel at the end of his movies was just like, holy shit, that
Police
guy.
Story.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
Really?
Operation
Condor, yeah.
What's the Bronx? Rumble in the Bronx.
Rumble in the Bronx. Yeah,
like
dude.
that dude was throwing his body around and just making it look awesome. So like, I think for him,
Your mom just, Phil, dinner.
you know, just
Mom!
I would kick a table.
I'm
return
pretending to be an
return.
older Chinese man. Stop.
Phil would try to run across, dive and slide on the dining room table while coming under just to sweep her leg out from underneath her.
Take that.
Why is your mother crying?
that dude set the stage, I think, for
Dude.
a lot of
Probably inspired a lot of people
yeah,
to
I just
Yeah.
unlocked
to
a
get into
core
that, for
memory,
sure.
dude. Kyle, dinner.
With
Like
Jackie
yelling
Chan?
downstairs. Your mom
Yelling dinner?
playing
Yeah.
downstairs. Did you have a basement
Sure.
in your house?
No.
Okay,
Crawl
so-
space, but I only got kept in there like a
Crawl
couple,
space.
couple times a month.
I remember
Get out and eat.
I remember playing outside with the smell of dinner. Like, oh, I know it's coming soon. Like yeah, that's
what
what I
was better
remember.
than
You live in a Disney cartoon? Did it waft and like you?
Oh yeah, dude. Our microwave vent went right
Yeah,
outside.
we had the over the range vent. It came
Oh,
right
really?
outside where
Yeah.
we were playing all the
Dude, our
That's
neighbors
awesome.
2 or
So
3
we would always
houses down.
smell it when
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
time. Yeah, I remember that.
Yep, but like
Unless you were down at the lake.
no,
No, the lake.
You're down
yeah.
at the lake, you can't smell dinner there.
No.
dude, some bad things happen at that lake.
And some great things happen at the lake.
I know.
You have like a
yeah.
bad scout.
Yeah.
or
No, I know. I kissed my first girl down
Oh,
at that
really?
lake. Yeah, oh, yeah.
Yeah, PJ got his peenie touch down there, dude. That was a
Aw.
good time.
I don't know if it was my peenie. I can't remember that far.
Oh, I don't either. I don't remember.
I think honestly it was innocent.
I'm doing the play-by-play, John Madden.
It was like innocent
Boom,
12-year-old.
You got your
just
penis right here.
Just like,
Boom.
you know, like
Fuck.
that was it.
You circle it. Boom.
Girls are boobs.
Oh, she's been with this guy. She's been with that guy. That experience is going to work in her favor late in the game. You know, like
And then Pat Summerall sitting in a rowboat. That's right, John. He just went for the boob grab.
Wait, did you kiss her on a rowboat?
No, it was
Oh.
on the shore.
Okay.
BJ's like, dude, let's go fishing.
Super
I'm
romantic
like, wow,
for
yeah.
12. Yeah. I mean,
Dude, it was. Dude, I learned some shit that day. I was like, oh shit, fishing's not as cool right now.
yeah.
I remember fishing, looking back.
He set the
like,
stage.
What are they
For
doing?
your like romantic.
No, PJ would come to my
canvas?
house and he fell in love with my neighbor, the girl. Obviously,
Girl next door?
It was Andrew. No, and we went down to the lake, and we went. PJ's like, yeah, let's go fishing. Can Amanda come? I'm like, yeah, she can come. Let's all go fishing. It's cool. So I'm fishing. I'm like, oh, PJ's not fishing. And I turned and watched. I was like, oh shit,
For how long?
dude. When I was like, what, 9 years old? That's like porn when you're a little kid.
how long did you watch?
Do you guys remember your first kisses?
Oh, of course.
Oh yeah. I was already in high school.
I leaned over in the
Yeah.
truck and let my
I don't-
foot
I
off
mean,
the
dude,
clutch,
dude,
started
does
rolling
like a-
down the driveway.
Does like 6, 7 years old count? I don't think it does.
no.
No, no. If
You're
that,
for
that was the
serious.
case, it was Carly Blank. I'm not gonna say her last name. It doesn't matter.
No,
it
I'm
was
not gonna
it
say
was
anyone.
to Sleeping Beauty when I was like in fucking preschool or some shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
We
Yeah,
were
like
watching it. We saw it
at the
on
wax
screen, and we're
museum.
like, oh, let's do that thing.
At the wax museum.
Yeah, like first
Yeah,
serious,
it was
like this,
kissing a fucking
like this
doll.
is with intention.
First day of first grade. Look out, boys.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's like this is my first serious. This is with intention. This
Feel the
that
butterflies, all that.
Yeah.
Dude, I had a kindergarten
yeah.
girlfriend. We used to smell each other's heinies, dude. It was all.
Smell each other's
Yeah,
heinies.
we would sit down.
Is that learned
and
behavior?
pretend to fart and then smell each other's heinies. Not like gross way, but like funny, like like
Okay,
Terrence and
okay.
Phillip.
Yeah, because like little
I got
kids
you.
think butts are funny and
yeah.
farts are funny.
I can see it.
And
the way
we
you
used to-
first presented it.
Yeah,
was-
but then what's worse about that is like I don't know if we've
Your
mentioned it in
smell's
other
different.
episodes, but I was a little pants shitter when I was a kid sometimes.
Oh.
I wouldn't wait to go. Hold on, BJ.
he's convulsing.
I said smelled each other's heinies. I think
Throwback
they got
for
it.
undulation.
Undulate.
Wait, what got you? Hold on, we might have to
head, little
rewind
body.
here. What got you?
What
I have
happened?
to tell you. Okay, that's right.
What got you? I just want to know so we could start from
Smelling butts are shitty or not shitty.
Heinies.
shit eater. Oh God, it was even worse.
We're just stacking on top of it. It's
I know,
just
it's
like
just
we
building.
smell each other's heinies, and it was his delivery of
Just
it.
building.
Yeah, dude, it was
Just
awesome.
how he talked about how he smelled heinies with another girl, and I'm like,
And then it.
Dude, the same girl in like first grade. I remember shit like I
this
shit.
isn't the same girl that put her hand in dog shit, is it?
No, that was a long time ago.
That was much later.
You have a theme.
You have a theme.
Are you into the German
I,
Scheisse?
I saw a dog one time taking a shit in the lobby of a hotel in New York, and it was dog mode. Like I'm gonna, like you know when a dog tells you I'm gonna shit regardless of what you
said the
do
same
right
thing
now.
when you recounted the shit hand story.
Yeah, dude. All right, we won't do it then.
No.
But anyway, so we'd smell each other's heinies. But one time I had a little shit coming out. It was like it was barricading. It was barricading. But the battering ram was at the door,
You have it back.
and it smelled like rust. And I remember. And the same girl, I remember she goes, "Did you go poop in your pants?" And I was like, "Yeah, right."
Yeah.
It's not funny if it's true, you know.
Yeah.
I am just at a loss.
I had dude
So
shit happens.
That's how you get pink eye.
what was the first
Yeah.
thing, what was the first thought in your brain when you saw Two Girls, One Cup?
I wonder what.
Did I tell you that?
Wonder what it's if it also smells
Hold
like.
on. Phil will relate. Like Phil will
Don't
understand.
use that segue. Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
No.
What the fuck?
No,
Pardon me.
no. Phil's gonna understand here.
You're crying. Yeah.
Oh my god, that was fucking hilarious.
Poopy
Poopy from
likes
your
when I get on a
wieners,
good
wieners,
flow.
poopy.
Wiener poopy.
Oh god.
Nailhead rust.
So it was shit. I don't know when it was, but I had AOL Instant Messenger up, and my buddy, actually different Kyle, not this Kyle, another Kyle,
Dun, dun.
sent me a message, and it was a link. It said Hulk vs Punisher, and I was like, "Fuck yeah, I want to see this." So I click on it.
Man, he did you
and
dirty.
as soon as it comes up, it's literally the girl's butt with the poop coming out.
Oh,
to the
Tub
Hulk.
Girl.
And I was like, I was like,
Yeah. It's gross.
and I turned it off, and I was like, I fucking hate you. I'm never answering another one of your messages ever
That
again.
sucks though. He set you up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the point.
Well, your boys are supposed to be like, dude, how fucking gross is this? Look at that. And you
Like
watch
the
it all
young internet, that shit was
together and talk
everywhere.
about the fellows.
Young internet, that was everywhere.
Oh, sure.
Young,
Two girls, one cup.
Young internet. No, I
you know what I mean.
I remember young internet.
young
Well-
internet.
Young broadband.
The aughts.
And then it's like
yeah, the aughts.
Then you
Yeah.
finally get the
Aughts.
dirty picture, but it's loading like
She's
I see
standing-
nipple.
One nipple. Two nipples.
no.
I wonder if we can get sponsors for this episode.
Not this one.
High
Remember
quality.
Steve from Preston Steve
High
did an
quality.
impression of the internet from like the 90s. It was like one of the first Preston Steve episodes. He
I
was
know
like-
that song.
You would open your,
Gee.
you
On your
get
mark.
on the phone and be like,
Get set.
dang, dang.
Oh, yeah.
That was so good.
T-Rex. Pterodactyl.
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 Anyway,
but
yeah.
opossum.
Okay,
but
so you fuckers played when you
Interactive
were kids?
appetite.
So-
From a website.
I pose a question to Tyler. If there is there's a if there's a time period you can go back in your life and experience blah blah blah. That's a very broad question. Imagine a Christmas.
Yeah, it's Christmas time. So
Think of a Christmas. It's got to be way before 10 years ago. Like I'm talking under the age of 15. If there's 1 year you could go back to Christmas and relive that,
Yeah.
knowing what you know, enjoying what you enjoy, what Christmas would you go back relive? Why? Who was there? What did you get? What was the memory that was you remember?
Well, my estranged uncle called me the N-word, so I would love to say "fuck you" to him.
What?
Yeah, I just remember that.
How
That's like-
old were you?
I was like 12.
And he
Yeah.
called you that?
Yeah, he's like, stop acting like a.
What?
No
Yeah.
way.
And so I just
Every
got-
family has that
Wait,
uncle.
you did that somebody did that at a Christmas party?
He was not the best person.
Well,
he is
surely.
I don't know if he's dead or alive. Anyways.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah, I would like to go back to that one and.
All right, for a non-negative reason, more nostalgic.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Oh, so fun stuff.
I want to fucking kill my uncle. Like that's not what I was going for, Phil.
as far as
I'm
fun
the foil.
stuff.
I should have gone second.
All right, you're an onion.
I
Phil.
should have gone second.
Phil's an onion. Let's hear. Let's peel back another layer there.
Yeah.
Shrek.
So, anyways,
Should have gone second.
Shrek one.
when I did get my parents were like really good with nerd stuff. So they did one year. I forget if it was the Ninja Turtles like set where they could like go down the
spiral thing?
The spiral thing. They got me that because. And I was just like floored for a whole year. So yeah,
Really?
that was a good one.
You remember like shutting the world off and like focusing on those toys?
Oh, yeah.
Like fucking.
Were you the kind of
fellas.
kid that wanted to open it completely, or did you move on to the next one each time?
Oh no! I grabbed that. I brought that sucker upstairs and I brought it in the closet because I knew they lived underground, so it had to be dark. So then,
Man, Phil is the flavor saver, bro. Jesus.
Yeah. So then you put it in, and then I just played in there, and then my brother was getting all of his stuff and all that jazz, and I came back downstairs and I was like, oh wait, there's another one. And
Let's see.
It was Splinter.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yep.
That
Yes,
was fun.
like I was always the kid that wanted to open everything, put the batteries in it, and play with it. And then it's like, Ty, you still got more, you know. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay.
All of our home movies
Mom
are
and Dad had to
literally.
keep reminding me that. Like I wanted to play with each one of them one by one. That was my.
Yes.
That's like telling your boss you have a surplus, though. Like you get too excited for the first one, they're like, next year we only got to get one for the kid.
Yeah, wait till you see your workload tomorrow, fucker. Yeah, that's funny. If you watch our home movies, Tyler, my mom did a good job recording all of our home movies. It's like the one day a year my dad got off and was just sitting there like, yeah, whatever, like petting the dog. Like you could just see the tiredness of having 3 kids and working as much as he worked. He always worked, and you just see him in there just like, yeah, like waking up early with us because we couldn't wait. And every Dad, open this. Get your screw. Dad, get your screw. You said you'd get your screwdriver, Dad. Like Tyler
Batteries.
or
It's always the
batteries.
batteries.
There's
You
one
need the
episode where
batteries.
Tyler has a complete.
Said you went shopping last night.
He's giving my mom shit
Yeah.
on Christmas morning about
Yeah.
batteries. Going, Mom,
Yup.
you said you'd get batteries.
Yep.
What am I
Yeah, that
supposed
was-
to do with all
that
this
was
shit,
regular
Gina?
thing, yeah.
You know, like,
That's like a the
that's your
pref-
little Henry.
No, you know what happened? I'll tell you exactly what happened. It was a I really wanted to tray straw, so it was I really wanted to tray straw, so it was a light box.
Yeah.
And it didn't we didn't have D batteries. They're not very common around the house.
No.
D batteries.
No, they're not.
So I did that and I was like, you said you went shopping last night to get batteries. Kyle's behind me. Here we go.
Yeah, like 9-year-old me, like, shut up, bitch.
Here we go.
and you have that's awesome.
We have it on video. Dude,
Yeah,
there's
it's on
video.
You said you went shopping last night.
Oh,
to
that's
get
right. You went
batteries.
through all. Yeah.
Yep.
What I should share on my Instagram food page.
I might actually have it. I'll try to find it.
There's a video of me sneaking and taking Christmas cookies, all on video. My mom would just put the camera in the room like it was a security camera and just film the whole thing. I would go over. My dad's like, Kyle, that's enough. Bring those cookies over here. So I'm walking with the big old tin, dude. It looked like I was holding a tire. I was so little. It was just like this big metal tin, like a cookie tin.
Yeah.
Trip, flipped them all out.
Yeah, I did.
Feel like Kevin from The Office.
Yep.
That
And
chili.
my mom goes, or Dad, wait, what happened?
Mom goes, that's all right. That's all right.
My mom
You got a
diffused a
t-shirt
bomb
idea.
because my dad was like,
Yeah.
there's a drop.
Before
It always makes me sneeze.
I don't want to.
You have it?
I don't want to interrupt, but I did find the clip of me.
Oh
Holy
yeah.
fuck.
Complaining about
I didn't know
batteries.
that.
Wait.
You want to see it?
Yeah.
I'll turn this. It's okay.
No, you can airplay.
Dude, no fucking way. All right. So Tyler's in his pajamas. I'm opening something really fucking cool.
You know what I did was just to preface this a little bit because you're going to hear music in the background. Since I digitized all our Christmas episodes or movies, I knew the funny parts, so I made a 6-minute funny reel for Christmas one year for my family.
I got to start using some of this footage on my page.
And this is there's a whole compilation of us mentioning batteries and me complaining about batteries.
Mom, it didn't come with the plug. I need the battery.
This guy's trying
Put away batteries.
to. We must have spent $50 on batteries, you believe it or not.
Look, this is it.
We're gonna have to wait on some things like that till tomorrow.
You said you went shopping to get batteries.
He goes, "You're getting this on tape. You're getting this on tape."
So funny.
Yeah.
All right, so
So-
PJ's Christmas.
Yeah.
So my Christmas,
miracle.
I really can't narrow one down.
It's tough. We had
Because
good, we had good
like
childhoods.
I will say every Christmas that I've had as a kid was awesome.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Some key ones is there was one morning I woke up. This is actually when I lived in Pennington on
Before
Main
you.
Street.
Okay.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
And I woke up to a cast iron.
Don't steal my show here.
Yeah, cast iron John Deere riding tractor.
Oh,
Yo,
yeah.
fucking.
He used soap on it.
We still have it.
You washed it with soap.
No.
He seasoned it. He fried eggs.
No,
on
I
it.
mean and you can actually buy the John Deere green paint to repaint it. So
Our dad did that to
I
ours.
think- so-
With we had a Massey Ferguson.
I
Joey.
had a Massey Ferguson
Yeah.
one. Remember the
Right.
tractor we had?
yes, you had it. So it was the exact same thing except
But
mine was
Massey.
green.
Okay.
Yeah.
My dad restored ours for Joe.
Yeah.
Well, and that's-
Footnote: Joey calls it a nasty Ferguson. He doesn't
Yo,
know that it's
how
Massey
cool of a
Ferguson.
rapper name would that be?
That's
Nasty
great.
Ferguson?
Yeah, you got to be a farmer rapper.
Dude,
though.
I'm going to
Yeah.
start doing recipe rap videos and name
like,
myself Nasty
do you
Ferguson.
Remember, do you remember when Steve Nieder did that Ford's trucks or Chevys?
Dude,
Yeah.
Beamer, Benz, or Bentley, but it was
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Dodge, GM, or Chevy.
So
All my bitches heavy.
another great Christmas memory was my mom's sister, my Aunt Martha, came out with her family from Colorado and they stayed with us.
Oh.
So it was two huge
It was just
family Christmases.
Cousins
Yeah.
everywhere, like the
Like,
McAllister.
oh my God.
Yeah, just like TV,
I
like the
honestly think there was,
movies.
for whatever
That's the
reason,
best.
I'm thinking, no, there wasn't two Christmas trees. I was thinking there may have been, but there were so many presents.
PJ recorded his uncle showering.
wow. That's the thing. Just the
I literally
pile
just
of
watched that this
presents.
morning
So-
as I was decorating.
I seen
So
that. yeah.
that's what was amazing. And then
Get out of here, you nosy little pervert.
there's one Christmas memory I like because my sisters used to wake up. Me and my sisters used to wake up really freaking early.
Oh
I think
yeah.
every kid.
Like
did.
it was like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
ridiculous.
we could-
Little did we know. Spoiler alert: parents just went to bed like an hour or two ago. Like you know.
Yeah.
all the shit out.
So there was one. There were.
well, you had 80 sisters, so I mean,
I have 3 sisters.
Okay.
not
It's
80,
close to 80.
Come on.
I was off by 77.
You know.
Go ahead.
So there was one morning that like we knew it was too early, but we all sat on the couch and just stared at the tree and just like hung out.
And
Just
just
like pit bulls with steaks, like
just like look-
salivating.
Kinda. Well, we were just sitting there and we saw, and it was that's when like Nickelodeon toys were big. So like my sisters got like Tommy Pickles, like, and you used to squeeze him and he made like a. And then
That's
my other
so
sister
fun.
got like a cat dog toy. And
Yeah.
like- so we're sitting there and we're like, oh, this is this, and it was just a really awesome moment.
just
that I had,
staring
just
at the boxes. Like
hanging
what
out with
is
my-
it?
Can
and
you
the
like just
lights.
picture it and the
Oh,
smells?
I see it
and-
right now.
Yeah.
Like
Do you remember what it smelled like when your uncle said that to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Rage.
In 20 years, I'm going to avenge
Lots of
myself on a
rage.
podcast, you fuck.
it smells like rage and KY jelly.
But I think about it. I told Christy the other day, we saw a kid being
Frequent
pushed.
masturbator.
We saw a kid being pushed in the stroller that was a little bit too old to be pushed in a stroller. And I looked at him like, fucking fucker. Like, I should have enjoyed that
Lucky.
so much more. Like, being
Yeah, I know.
pushed in a lavish, like, you
As a
seen
kid, it's
strollers
prison.
now?
Yeah.
They're like ours were fucking lawn chairs with rollerblade wheels on them when
Yeah.
we were little. Now they're so cozy and they have like little entertainment centers and little pockets for the food.
It's like Air
I would
Emirates.
love to
I
have
remember
a
the
stroller.
I remember one of the strollers my mom had. I remember because it was like they had foam wheels.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
And the-
yeah.
And you actually used to blow a flat. Like it used to the
Yeah.
foam would rip and then the whole wheel come off and you're like it's like getting a shopping cart with a busted wheel.
It's like the Oregon
Yeah.
Trail. You have to get a new wheel on it. Like, what the fuck?
Now they're intense.
They are. They're fucking
Some
expensive.
of them are cool. They got like suspensions and shit. I'm like,
Yeah.
cool, we can go off road
It's
here.
essentially rickshaws.
Let's go rock crawling.
Baby stroller rims. That's a good Mad Libs noun.
Baby stroller rim.
What about you, bud? What Christmas you want to talk about? Because I can kind of chime in. Maybe it coincides with mine.
I remember one year really bad. I wanted a karaoke machine, not to sing. I just liked that it had 2 tape decks and a CD player, and you could use a
Little
microphone.
TV
You could
screen.
record with it, and it had the TV screen. And I was super stoked to get it. And I remember that was kind of around the time when I stopped having conversations with Santa.
Yeah.
So I because we had the minivan, and in the trunk of the minivan under a blanket, I saw the logo, it said Memorex.
He was
Stewie. And I was like,
Stewie.
I was like, oh my God, that's my karaoke plan.
Yeah.
And it was like 3 weeks
I
before
remember
Christmas.
that.
And it sat back in the back of that van that entire season until Christmas morning.
Yeah.
And I just kept it a secret that I knew it was there. Obviously, I wasn't going to.
I'm not going to ruin it for Mom.
But I was so stoked about it because you guys know me by now, and you know me in radios and stuff like and technology and stuff. I was so stoked
I'll never
on that
forget.
thing.
You always had a thing.
Yeah.
You always had a radio with you.
And it gets better
everywhere.
And it gets better because I had that year, and I got the karaoke machine, and I loved it. And I played with this thing.
I remember
Then
that.
later, we used to go to our aunt and uncle's house for the big Christmas party with the Stipe family, the other half of the family, and. My uncle gave me a Sony boombox on that same Christmas.
Tyler was
So
Rick
I got
Ross.
that, and I got the I was so fucking stoked.
But
Yeah.
I
wait a
was
second.
so stoked on that, and that was also the Christmas that we got the Game Boy Advance. What a great Christmas that
the Christmas I was going to talk about. So go ahead, finish.
Oh, Game Boy Advance.
One thing I remember about your karaoke machine, he was a little too old to believe in Santa. We get it, but he didn't get the karaoke machine for singing. He wanted to use the microphone for like voiceovers and recording and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember Mom and Dad got that shit set up, plugged in, whatever, and Tyler's like, "Yeah, it works. I'm gonna go use it down here."
Because it wasn't a gift; it was a tool.
It was a tool.
Yeah.
It was absolutely.
I went to go get
Thank
like a
you.
tape and play the tape.
You have now helped me cross the bridge to my next mission.
I remember I was
thanks for the
stoked because
plug.
it had a knob that you could change the pitch of the tape player as it was playing.
Oh,
Change it.
yeah?
I was so stoked. I loved that idea. That
Yeah,
was
he
great.
was always like,
Uh-huh.
"Listen, Father, I went in and
was
changed the
great.
belt in your record player.
Yeah.
Now it works, and I'm your favorite child."
And I was British.
Little British Tyler.
Little British me.
Where's the fucking batteries?
But I remember, did anybody
This
ever
takes
get
batteries,
a
doesn't it?
game system for Christmas, but like get the game first, and you're like, I don't have this one because I got a Game Boy Advance game.
Mine
from
was
our
the Game Boy
grandma
Advance
once,
Christmas. That was mine.
and I was like, oh, thank you, but I didn't tell. Oh, I don't have a Game Boy Advance. I have a Game Boy Color. This isn't gonna work. Yeah,
She ruined the surprise.
she ruined it, and then I.
We're like, why are we getting
somebody
Game Boy
else, and it was
Advance
like,
games? What the fuck's going on?
Hell
What do you-
yeah.
What do you have, dementia?
The Iceberg Blue, that was mine. I got that one. That was I
Mine was
loved
purple.
that.
I didn't get a game system ever for Christmas. It was my birthday.
Oh, hell yeah.
PlayStation 2. I got PlayStation 2 games.
Yo.
But remember when PlayStation 2 came out,
Dude.
it took so long to get. So like I didn't end up getting my PlayStation 2 until February, March.
I think it's
And
still
my
the
birthday's in November, so it's like
wow. Yeah, that was
So
way
it
after
was-
Christmas and
yeah,
everything.
that was- I remember-
that was anticipation to the
oh
max,
my
man.
god,
Holy
it
shit.
was nuts.
PS2 drop was fucking. That was
Yeah.
like rock star shit when we were kids. I
Oh,
remember
yeah.
my buddy got one. I was like, "Listen, guys, I love you. It's Christmas. Like, I want to chill and open shit." But my boy got Xbox or my
Yeah.
boy got PS2. I gotta go play fucking San Andreas. See ya.
For my old heads, we got my good one was Game Gear. That was the shit.
Yep.
We got Sonic and Double Dragons for that, and then like a couple Christmases later was the Dreamcast.
Yo.
Oh, we were just playing a Dreamcast game last
underrated.
night.
We bought a Dreamcast game for my brand new Xbox last night.
Power Stone.
No, we bought the Sonic.
Sonic Adventure.
That's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved that one.
Do you have the little insert for the controller?
No, we didn't have that because you know what it was it was the Xbox 360 version. It's available on the Xbox store to download for $5.
Oh,
So
That's what we did.
So we played it. But quick footnote: the PlayStation is the top selling console of all time.
Yeah.
PlayStation 2.
Oh, Jamie.
With 158.7 million units sold. What do you think was the second highest?
I
It's gotta be the Wii.
It's got to be the first Xbox.
No, it's got to be the Wii.
Yeah.
No, it's the DS,
Get out.
and then the Switch. The DS had
Oh,
154, not 158.
Think about the time period DS came out.
Yeah, it's
I
true.
didn't
was a
have a
lot-
DS.
there was a
Never
lot
got
of
My
people-
sister had a DS.
I gave
Yeah.
one.
And there's like how many different versions of the DS?
That's true.
There was like
3DS.
yeah,
Right,
3DS, and then they had
Yeah, the Russian
the
spy
DS
one where there's
Lite,
two
the
screens.
Had one
DS
that was like-
XL.
yeah.
OLED.
Then the Switch came up next, and it beat the Game Boy and the PS4. At the Switch came in with 131.
Yeah,
Which is
that makes sense.
Switch
yeah.
Switch is still a juggernaut. It's still being sold now. Like,
Oh, yeah.
it's not, they're going to come out with a new one next year, probably.
Dude, that's a good-
new
that-
Nintendo system next year. It's been 7 years since that came out now.
Yeah,
Since
and
the
that's-
Switch?
Yeah,
Yes.
Really?
The
Yeah.
Switch is so old now.
and that's typically what it's
It's like tree rings with video games.
It's
That's the
usually
thing
about
it.
it's about anywhere between 5 and 7 years is the
Somebody-
life cycle for a.
Somebody released leaked documents about Xbox's plans for the quarters upcoming in
Another
the future,
computer?
and they referenced that a new
That's exactly
in
right.
competition with the anticipated Nintendo system. So there is insider talks about a new system being dropped somewhere.
Yeah, there's always
So
gonna be-
they're all planning around it. So they know it's coming, but
Yeah.
nobody knows. They're the best at keeping their secrets, though. Nintendo is because
Yeah.
look at Xbox and all their shit that got released lately, and PlayStation 2, but yeah, I love that stuff. The PlayStation,
the PlayStation 5 is ugly as shit.
It is. It's stupid.
Yeah, I don't even. And actually, the new Xbox too, the Series X.
It's just a square box. It's very.
I don't
At
know.
least it's close to the name.
Before we
It is a
move on-
box. It's a box. Thank you for being literal.
Another computer.
Yeah.
The to piggyback off of him talking about the Game Boy Advance, that's actually what I was gonna say was my favorite Christmas. I remember I got Pokemon. I think it was Pokemon like. It was after Red and Blue because we
either
got
silver
Game Boy
or golden,
Color.
and
It was silver Pokemon.
Yeah.
Silver.
And we also got fold-up camping chairs that year. I remember bringing my fold-up camping chair, putting it next to the dining room table on the hardwood floor, pitching up with my Furby, my fucking Game Boy Advance with Pokemon Silver. I had an Arizona iced tea. I had a little blanket because I was Clara Barton. And I fucking sat there in my camp chair. My mom's like, clean this up. Like people, it was still young enough where people came over to our house.
Yeah.
She's like, clean this up, clean this up. I was like, well, I want to sit in my camping chair and enjoy it. She's like, get this thing out of the way. I remember Dad went, he's not in the way. Let him, leave him alone. And I remember, I think back to that moment, and I think Dad was like, listen, he's going to talk about this on a podcast in 20 years. About how this was a magic day. And then we looked at the camping chair, fucked up the wood floors, and Dad got pissed anyway.
Yeah.
But
I remember one thing I did forget to mention that was I was just gonna add to the boomboxes thing was the year before was Dad. We talked about it before. Our dad used to go to his buddy Joe's all the time at night, so he would go to work, then he would go there to relax. So,
but he worked
once
there, too.
you know, like maybe 2-3 times a week, not every night. But anyway, one year I didn't know he was going over there to by hand build an entire train set for me. Like he built the mountain that the tunnel that it went through. He glued all the trees on there and the shrubbery and the cows and the farm and all that stuff. And that shit was down there waiting for me. I mean, it was like the size of a ping pong table. This set, all completely put together. I shit out my dick. I was so excited about that thing.
Tyler was
There's
really.
your new.
I couldn't believe
line.
Tyler was
shit out my dick.
I got it. He was crumbing.
Oh.
he was crumbing.
What's this now?
What is that?
Instead of the other thing, we just say crumb
You just put an R in it?
and a B. Duh.
A silent B.
And an M.
B,
Yeah.
and an M.
Yeah, we're just.
No, there's an M in the other one.
Oh yeah.
Duh.
He's talking about cum.
Well, there's one less M.
Yeah.
Just say something totally different.
This is a
Toyota-thon.
weird subject.
This is a weird subject.
Talking about how many M's are in crumb, bros. We're
I remember-
really into it.
I remember one Christmas, I was actually notorious for finding the present stash. I knew all the hiding spots.
Oh.
And there was one year that
You really ruined it for yourself.
I ruined it for my sisters.
No.
One of my sisters
There's
fucking
joy in that though.
my sister fucking squealed
Feel such a dick.
and
She squealed on you.
she squealed and my mom had to buy all new presents.
She returned them. She returned them.
No,
What?
we got a fuck ton of presents that year.
Oh.
She gave him early. Oh, because
didn't give him early.
This isn't Santa. This is from me. And
Right.
Yeah, I
Right.
see what
You
you're saying.
got to find that Tiger King. This will financially ruin.
Dude, she spent more money to help you guys believe in the magic of
That's
Santa.
a really good mom.
That's a
Yeah.
fucking great mom.
That's what
dude,
it was.
Mary, PJ's mom, when we were kids, we're like, my mom's like, she'd be like, guys, get your shoes on. We're going to go over to Mary's for a little bit. Whenever there was like an issue or a problem or something they wanted to talk about or get the kids together for fun, we're going to go over to Mary's. We're like, yeah, we're going to Mary's. Mary fucking rules. And Mary's like, guys, come on in. I just made 85 sandwiches and we're good. Let's go. It was peanut butter and jelly, egg salad, just everything
yeah.
when you're a little kid. It was awesome. His mom was great.
She loved to entertain.
And
She
she
still
kept,
does.
yeah.
She still does like to entertain.
My mom's friends had kids who like would only keep one light on in their bedroom and collect Snapple bottles, the elemental ones, and that was fucking weirdo. So you count
I thought
yourselves
you were
lucky.
going to tell me that they pee in those bottles.
No, he would just have the Snapple elemental bottles like in like multiples. I'm like,
What?
I'm like, Steven, what are you doing? He's like, I like them. I'm like, all right, Steven, you be weird.
I like them.
Yeah, and
That's your mom's friend's kid?
yeah.
that
and
you
then
had to
my
force
brother had
play
an
with?
equal counterpart. His kid's name was Kevin, and he had a big fucking head. Talk about wingless moth.
Yeah.
Undulator. That's good. That's
Yeah,
a petri
so.
dish.
No,
Yeah.
that's amazing that you guys got to have friends with your mom's friends.
But she just made it cool. Like, she made it about the kids. A lot of kids are secondary to moms that care about their social life.
Yeah.
And back
Yeah.
then, both parents were like, could care less about them and their social life. They
Yeah.
made it good for us.
I think my mom did, but she just struck out with the losers that we had. So
you know what? I mean, you know what was cool
You
was
can't
like
pick your friends and kids.
during the summers, Kyle's mom used to do like day trips.
Yep.
Yeah,
and it was like
yeah.
you just work through the alphabet.
She was a day trip gangster.
Yeah,
Every
and we
yeah.
used to go, and it would be great because then I used to go, work through the alphabet.
Phil, it was
So
called
go to,
Alphabet Adventures A Day. We do all
Alair
A
State
Go to
stuff.
Alair State Park.
Oh.
yeah.
We watch Air Bud.
And like
No way.
and,
Had
like,
to be
go to-
A shit,
that's cool.
B
Yeah.
shit.
And like we used to go.
On X Day, she'd break someone's neck, and we'd have to get an X-ray. She's like,
It's gonna give it to you. What?
Gina took us to Trenton
Kyle,
Mercer Airport and
this is
watched
for
planes
everyone.
take off one year. I remember for
Oh,
A Day. Yeah.
I mean,
Really?
I remember
Yep.
going on so many of those adventures.
Go to the beach.
Oh yeah,
tomorrow.
go to the beach.
Yeah.
That's what B was Belmar Day.
Belmar Beach.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mom wanted to do something. She always found a way to fit it in with the. This is S Day. Shut up.
And there was always a video involved in it too, or a movie of some
Did
sort.
you
that we
always
watched that
go
day.
through Succession A through Z?
Sure.
Every summer. Yeah.
Yeah.
There might be
Yeah.
a day where we had to skip and do it again,
Or
the
do
next
doubles
day,
or something like that?
Like if something
Yeah.
came up, or like a wedding.
We
or
went to
something. I
different
don't know.
zoos
Shitty weather, you
for
know,
Z.
sometimes
Yeah,
storms
yeah,
come through,
yeah.
and then you try to do stuff in the house.
Really good parenting tactics.
And
Yeah.
then what?
It was
Remember,
great.
Keeps 'em in
remember,
giddy.
remember
Yeah.
when Nickelodeon GAC was a thing,
Yeah.
and then
Oh,
your mom
yeah.
got the recipe to make it, and
Yeah.
we made our own.
Oh yeah, we called it.
like Elmer's
called it
Glue and
Oobleck.
Borax.
Yeah,
Yeah, Oobleck.
Yeah,
That's what it is.
Borax,
Yeah.
soap
That's what it
and-
is.
Yeah.
Yeah, where it's like hard, but then if you let it go, it goes
Yeah,
soft.
it's
That's
a
a clip.
non-Newtonian fluid.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's exactly. And you put it in a cup. It sounds like a fart. That's
Mom, I
what
want
Phil
like
versus-
Yes.
Newtonian fluid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
Phil's like, it's non-plutonium fluid. I'm like, I can make it fart.
That's what you should call.
plutonium. That's what you're.
That used to.
That's radiation.
Sorry.
We used
Flag.
That's what you should call.
We used to make
non-Newtonian fluid is coming out
I'm going to non-Newtonian
all the
fluid.
time.
all over
Yeah.
your lower back.
But yeah, the more kinetic energy applied, the more solidified the
Yeah.
bonds are.
Right.
So
Yup.
Isn't water only kind of that? Like you can hit water.
Yeah.
you just
hard as-
you breached the end of my knowledge.
Okay.
Of that. Yeah.
Like, that's it. Please deposit.
I
35
worked for a
cents.
putty company for 3 years, and that's the
Did you
yeah.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, the toy company.
way.
Yeah. So
You
that's
worked
the
for
only
a
reason why. I
putty
know.
company.
Oh.
Yeah, and like all the bonds that he like fucked around with. There's one putty that if you add too much kinetic energy to it, it becomes like this super like strong one, so you can barely like move it.
So like
Really?
Stretch Armstrong.
yeah, yeah.
Whoa.
The more you move it, the harder it is to stretch, and it becomes like a tool. Yeah. so.
And you worked at the factory that made that stuff?
I worked as a marketer. Yeah,
God,
it was
you
fun.
gotta buy this
Yeah.
putty.
Silly's
It was cool.
Dude, I think.
Thinking
I'm
putty.
surprised your name's not Josh
silly
Baskin.
putty.
Do you think? I think. What? How many video game systems are in the Toy Hall of Fame? You think?
I don't know. I don't know how to find that out
I
though.
don't know.
But I know Silly
working
Putty's in there.
Yeah,
Silly
it
Putty's in
definitely is.
there.
Silly Putty's definitely in there. I just saw it.
Yeah, it has to be. It's like
Yeah,
it's like an
Silly Putty's
OG
in there.
Rock sticks, like.
Bicycle,
The
obviously.
weirdest thing
Jax?
working in the toy
Jax.
industry was the people,
I'm
because
sure it got weird.
you have those mix of the people who shouldn't be around children, and then you have the mix of like the money people who you just like you don't know how to interact in those settings.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, you want to turn the TV on? We can look at the list, and if you see something you want to talk
Oh.
about,
Oh shit, dude! The Toy Hall of Fame. That's right. That's a good year-end thing to talk about.
yeah, there we
Okay.
go. So what I was
dude,
looking
Whoa.
at,
Nerf stuff?
retro. Nerf.
recent inductees. Here we go. Let me just.
Baseball card is not a toy. Fuck off.
No, it's not.
That's not a,
actually when you use the
Yeah.
the Fisher Price popcorn corn
Yeah.
popper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the corn
I had one
popper,
of
of
those.
course.
Dude,
yeah, the little,
I-
it was like a little lawnmower type
I
thing.
mowed acres with that fucking thing.
Nerf in general, Nerf footballs, the
They should
Nerf
bring that
guns.
treatment back. It's cool.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
No, but when you used to put baseball cards in the spokes of your bike.
That's
Cabbage
cool.
Patch.
True, you could use them as a toy. Okay.
Oh sure, people collected them and everything too. So those are the ones that were. These are ones that were also recently inducted. The top.
I'm
There's the-
surprised the top
Did we
took
have
until
the-
2022.
We have the top. Did you guys ever have the top that you stack and it got smaller and smaller? There was like it was like a set of like 5 tops. They were all different sizes and you could stack them on top of each other.
No, 'cause
Nope.
we weren't
Oh,
magicians.
How about Beyblades?
Yo,
You guys have
never
Beyblades?
really- I never got
I
it.
aged out of that one.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
right around that time with the
Oh,
plastic
me
arena.
too. I love
Yeah.
Beyblades.
He had it.
They're cool.
Yes, He-Man, Masters of the
He-Man.
No way.
Yep.
I have the power.
Story of Masters of the
These
Universe
were inducted this year.
That's 2020.
Or-
begins in 1979 when Ray Wagner of Mattel formed the male action team to explore creation of the company's next big action figure line.
Yeah. Did you ever watch the Dolph Lundgren Masters of the Universe?
Yeah,
Dude, that's so bad.
It's
but
so-
I watch it like once a year
it's
almost.
good. Yeah, it's so bad. It's so
The
good.
rubber duck.
Rubber duck.
2013. Ernie was
Okay.
pissed about that.
Yeah, that's so.
Ernie was
Rubber
lobbying.
ducky.
I wonder what is it looking at?
Rubber ducky. Yeah, it's looking down.
Yeah, yeah.
It's floating. It's floating there.
Think
and
about where it
looking
is.
Down.
Yeah,
Ugh.
My eyes are up here.
It's trying to see the end of its bill.
The weenie.
My eyes are up here.
I see him.
You guys really like weenies and poopy.
He's
today.
crumbing.
Poopy from your wieners. American Girl doll.
I
Vicky
just had a
one of
conversation
those.
about this with my family.
What?
American Girl
yesterday.
dolls?
American Girl dogs. Dogs.
Dogs? Wow.
No. So my wife has some from when she was a child, and I recently discovered them in the Tupperware, and it scared the shit out of me. It was like Annabelle.
Just sitting there. Just
Annabelle.
That makes
yeah.
sense. They're probably worth quite a bit of money.
I'm sure.
they
I think
had.
she's like gonna give them to
they
me.
had like their own hospital in
My-
New York.
My
that you could take
sister,
them to, right?
my
Really?
sister has, each one of them has one. And I know my one sister has one of the ones that's like worth a lot.
Really?
Yeah.
Nikki got one when we were little. We were like, this thing is fucking cool.
I like the stuff. Like the stuff was real. Like it had like
Like,
a real
we didn't
computer
play
with a
with it,
screen,
but,
a
like,
typewriter. Like the
accessories?
accessories for those things were like really high detailed stuff.
school
It was
desk
really
was, like-
interesting.
Yo, there you go.
Star Wars,
Wars
action,
action
figures. Yes.
That's what's
The teddy bear, of course.
That had to have been
Yes.
the first one.
TV Teddy's
Travel,
on it.
light
TV
became-
Teddy. You had TV Teddy?
Oh,
I had TV Teddy.
Teddy
You know,
Ruxpin.
Wishbone.
yeah, you know how everybody had Teddy
Wishbone
Ruxpin?
and Shining Time Station was another one I had.
Collaboration.
I had
Yeah.
Fievel Mouskowitz from American Tail.
Ooh.
But it was a Teddy Ruxpin, so he had the tape cassette thing in his back and his
Yup.
eyes and mouth moved.
Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
shit! And it was a Fievel. I would
It was
have
a
loved
Fievel,
that.
yeah.
Like a
Dream
Metallica
with
tape
me
Teddy Ruxpin.
tonight.
Yeah.
Anything
I-
else
if-
does Teddy vibrate? No.
No.
Teddy Ruxpin.
No. Okay. Yeah. Fine.
No, Teddy Ruxpin was a bear. You
No.
put tape in his back, and his mouth would move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tyler
Same
figured
thing,
out
right?
no matter
Yeah.
what tape you put in there, his mouth moves. So we put in like a Metallica cassette. Be like, Master, and it'd be like this.
Oh, someone did that with a Furby. They did a piano, and they have.
Oh, yeah, the Furby organ
should
or
do it
something
with
it
a
was called. It was
Teddy.
horrifying.
Yeah.
The Furby organ?
Yes, every
Sound-
note was a Furby.
Yeah.
You had like 80 Furbies or
Yeah.
60
That
Furbies.
sounds
And they-
Horrifying.
weirdly sexual.
Yeah.
I send you a lot of Furby stuff.
I think you sent me that. You did. It
Hey,
was
you
that
guys
sent
want to
me
come
that.
over and see my Furby organ?
Yo, the
Ugh.
big wheel.
Oh,
Remember just
I
the
love-
vehicles, the kid vehicles?
You know, so
The,
the
right,
big
a lot
wheels.
of vehicles in your shed. Like there was the big wheel, the two-wheeler thing.
Where I go to my cousin's house and we would ride big wheels, and riding the big wheel, we would always start singing George Thorogood, "Bad to the Bone." Either that or Steppenwolf, Born to Be Wild.
Little kids singing that while
Yeah.
you're on the big wheel.
Oh shit, yeah, dude.
Oh.
That was yeah,
Get your
dude.
motor running.
Out
Atari,
on the highway.
Atari 2600.
Yeah.
Yo.
I never had the original one. I think we had my mom's one. She had that.
So did you know that
I-
Sears came out with an Atari that was like a Sears model Atari?
They did that with a lot of stuff.
It just says Sears. I bought an Atari when I lived in Hopewell. Somebody in Flemington sold me a box. I have the original games with the paperwork and everything.
I like how that's just a ball.
a ball. It took him till 2009 to remember balls.
Tyler never
Tyler.
forgets balls.
I never forget about balls. How many times did you guys get like a ball or a frisbee stuck in the tree, and then you had to get another thing to get it down, and you got
That
that
was half
stuck
the
in the
fun.
tree?
All the
That
time.
was the fun part.
That was I loved doing that.
We
That
had a
was
buddy
good.
whose house backed up to ours, and the way that we would always get him to come over and play at our house, like our parents to unlock the fence, like we were like shelter animals. He's like, I got our frisbee stuck in our shed. I have to go over to Kyle's, and I have to help him get that frisbee out.
Yeah.
So she'd open the gate and let him come into our yard, close the gate, and we would fight to try and get the frisbee out while we're doing X-Men. You're not gonna like this frisbee. Say it like your mom. Get the
I had a recent experience when I got my drone stuck in the tree right out here.
Oh man, that probably
It was
probably
like-
felt like a kid.
Yeah.
It was like 45. It was like 45.
PJ runs in.
Air.
Peter, grab a rock.
No,
come on.
No, he
Oh
wasn't.
no, rocks. No.
He wasn't home from work yet. So I went into the shed, dude. I found like old like PVC conduit. I tried to make a really long pole to try to jab it out. I was like,
Peter comes home. What the fuck are you doing?
dude, I had this ladder out, this like 8-foot ladder. I'm trying all this shit, and he's like looking at me like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "The drone."
If it fell out of the tree, let me ask you: if it fell out of the tree and you weren't able to get it back up, would it fall and break
Probably from
Yeah.
that high up.
Yeah.
in the grass? Even okay.
Well, it would fall on the gravel. So what ended up happening was I had a
The
disc
worst.
golf disc that I threw up in the air.
Okay,
Like,
you raiding that shit right? out
oh,
of the
dude,
tree?
and it took like probably 100 tries.
Oh.
Peter actually tried to put a weight on a fishing line and then tried to
That's
cast.
smart.
It was smart, but we weren't able to get it. But I finally hit it with the disc golf disc, and it fell out. And I was like, And I
Catched
caught
it,
it.
yeah.
Oh God.
That probably brought you back to being a kid again.
Yes, 100%.
They got blanket on this list. I guess
Blanket.
for forts.
Forts.
Blanket.
All right, so this isn't.
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is not going to be. This is not going to
For
be
forts.
out by the time. So 'cause
Yeah, I
I
can
don't
see
want
that.
my sister to know. So my niece's birthday is on Sunday,
Ah.
and I just saw this fort kit. So it's like these plastic balls with all these little holes in it. And
I
then
saw
they have
that
the sticks.
too. Yeah, it's like a huge
cool.
Tinker Toy erector
Yes.
set or Tinker
Yeah.
Toy set.
So
Yeah.
I'm buying the big fucking kit because I'm like, well, it's the second one's on the way, so they're both going to want to be forts. So it's got to be enough to make either two
smart.
forts or one big fort.
Dude,
Yeah.
black
So-
forts are the
So I ordered it. I'm hoping it comes before Sunday because I'm
Yeah.
so pumped.
You just toss
When
a
is she
blanket
di-
on it.
Or
Oh, so my sister's
after
my niece's birthday is on the 10th,
niece's
which is
birthday.
this Sunday.
Alright.
She's due on the 9th.
Holy moly!
Yeah, they love the fucking march.
Wow. Oh my god!
Oh.
That just went in my brain.
Oh yeah, they love the. Oh my god!
Yo, forts. I remember building blanket forts in our basement so elaborate. I would be like, Mom,
Oh,
I live here.
oh.
We
We did cool ones with tunnels and shit.
Yeah, in
like
our house.
Yeah.
and like getting like cardboard boxes involved. Like
Remember Play Hut?
Yep.
The Play Hut.
Yeah.
That was the thing.
We were always like, you guys think we can link an
you guys
addition
had-
to
you-
get to the bar?
You guys had that's right. You had a little bar in there, and I remember you.
Yeah,
used
we
the bar
put
to.
the fort over. Yeah, we put the roof on there at the blanket.
The bar was like permanent in the basement. We're like, this is where we go when tornadoes come. So this is going to be the bulk of the
Yeah.
We're gonna
Yup.
supply here. Put it next to Mom and Dad's alcohol. They haven't opened since their wedding. There, we're gonna.
I still have that bottle.
Yeah, we broke into some stuff.
Yeah.
We tore into some shit
Took
sometime.
their wine bottle.
Oh, look,
no,
Game Boy
I
was up
took it.
there.
Dude, any
Back up.
Game Boy is down there. Yeah, of course.
Good shit.
Yeah, that Game Boy's always good. I remember I didn't have a Game Boy. The first Game Boy I had was the Color, so I
I
didn't
had
have
that
that
one.
But I got it at a yard sale, and I was thrown for a loop when it required 4 batteries instead of 2.
I had that.
Actually, yeah, no, I had that Game Boy. I got that for Christmas.
Yo, you know,
Yeah.
there's mod kits for them that you could like color the screen and backlight it.
Yeah.
Can you imagine doing that?
Why would
shit
you
on
want
that?
to color a regular Game Boy screen? Just get a Game Boy Color.
No, but like you could have the old.
I know what you're
school
saying.
aesthetic
Yeah.
of it.
You
I-
just have LED.
What I didn't
Yeah.
realize was until I got one of those was the on button on the top. It has that little notch
L-
to stop you from
L-
taking the game out. That's
L-
why
L-
all Game Boy games had that little notch in the top. That was cool.
It's like the
Little
little
lock.
plastic tab on a VHS
yeah, that's one too.
where you can record or not. You know, you
Yep.
break it off and you can't
And-
record
and-
it. And then
and
if you wanted
tapes.
to record over a VHS, you put a little piece of Scotch tape over
Over the
that
box.
fucking thing.
Yep.
And
yeah,
Tyler did-
record
Tyler
again,
figured
again,
that-
again,
Dude,
again,
that
again.
train set, I just saw a train toy on there. That train set, how much he loved that.
Lincoln Logs.
Dude, I had Lincoln Logs.
That train,
Yeah.
that train set was unlocked a core memory. Tyler'd be down there like, "Hello, Percy," like he'd be like doing
and he
movies
just
and shit.
just going around and around
His
like this.
eyes
You
like would
speed it
light
up until
He-
it falls
That was
off.
bipolar.
Oh, yeah.
Bipolar.
Try to
Express
make the
down
train
there.
really, 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 really long.
Sorry,
Try to make it really long.
I'm not making fun of mental illness.
You can do what you want.
Do what you want. It's our podcast. Tonka trucks.
Tonka trucks. I used to love my Tonka trucks as a kid.
Yeah.
Playing in sandboxes.
Fuck that
and
Jack
stuff.
in the Box. I had that one. That exact same one.
Did you
Did
really?
you really?
Yeah, I had that one.
That is creepy as shit.
It's only cool for one.
Do you guys have any creepy
Fuck
toys that you
stupid.
remember?
Yeah,
Creepy
Cabbage
toys?
Patch Kids are creepy.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were
are.
creepy
I'm
looking.
gonna
I
put
never
my
had
name
it.
on their ass.
I had a toy called Clarence the Clown, and it was a electronic. It was a post, and you would slide on parts of his face in whatever order you wanted, upside down, right
Like
side up.
Legends of Hidden Temple.
And
Yeah,
every time,
dude.
yes,
Oh, yeah.
the monkey.
Yeah, the monkey at the end.
Tyler was ready for
Every
the blue
time you put it
barracudas
on,
from birth.
it would say what part of the face it was in an old creepy electronic voice. This is my hat. It has my hair.
Oh,
the rest
nice.
of my hair is under there.
Horror movie shit.
You know, it kind of reminds me of that Dane Cook skit.
Horrifying.
Although speaking of
Speak and spell.
Yeah, dude.
Play with me.
That was that thing.
Mom, something is wrong. WORNG wrong.
Remember Mr. Bucket? You put your balls in my mouth.
Yeah, dude. Some of those commercials were real bad.
Yo,
Oh my God, that's it.
dude.
Yeah, that's it.
Yo.
See, there's all the different slot. You would slide them on. See if it,
It's made by-
chin, which has a dimple. Say the word. It's very simple.
yeah.
It's
That-
made by the same company that makes calculators.
It was
Oh
made by
my
Texas.
God,
Texas Instruments.
Just like me.
this is terrifying.
Yeah.
Do you want to be a serial killer?
There's the intro of the podcast. Thank you, Phil.
Here's what I can do.
Oh, she's gonna put it on backwards.
Yeah, yeah. Right.
Your eyes wide as can be. Tell me quick. What do you see?
And like back when clowns were still a thing.
Eyebrows are the part of me above my
I think I remember the hair. The rest of my hair is under there. I remember you
This
saying.
is my hat, which covers my hair. The top of my head is under there.
That's what it was. Yeah.
I'm
There he is. That's Clarence. That's the creepiest toy I've ever had.
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna have nightmares tonight.
Isn't that nuts?
Dude, no
that thing.
way.
Oh
Did I
God!
get that for like Easter?
Anyway,
This instrument.
Did you guys celebrate Easter when you were kids? Was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Easter like a mini Christmas kind of thing?
I gotta tell you what my uncle called me then.
Oh, no.
Other
good.
side of the family was.
Yeah, you get a little basket with a little handful.
The
of
other
stuff.
uncle was cooler. Oh,
That's
dude.
the one. He
VHS
had
tapes.
he had like melanoma, and he had like sorry to cut you off. And he was like, yeah, I got shot with it. I got shot. That's what he told me. He had like a little like thing with biopsy, you know, like they take it out, and he was like, yeah, that was, his name was Uncle Paulie. So it's like, like what are you gonna think?
Uncle
Uncle
Paulie.
Yeah,
Uncle Peach.
yeah.
That what they
Here
call
I
it?
am
is.
Uncle Peach.
Where is
No,
the Toy
what-
Hall of Fame?
What is Easter? Like all I remember is getting. Well,
When Jesus came out of
I
the
knocked
tunnel.
my brother's teeth out on Easter. I remember.
Oh shit!
Yo,
Did you really?
tell that
Yeah,
story.
That is like one of the truest guilty moments of my life. Not necessarily because I didn't mean any of it. So, anyways, I got a hockey stick for Easter. I'm practicing in the garage. He goes, Phil, check out this Spider-Man toy. The moment he goes Spider-Man, I backs and just it's like a fucking frag grenade of teeth all over the And so Easter morning, he just got his new front ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So Easter morning, he has to get all this shit put back up in his teeth, and they finally got every one, but one didn't take. So over the course of the years, he had to get mouth surgery and stuff like that. So he has a
Phil.
post. Yeah. So guilty moment Easter. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Holidays were great for me as a kid.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
What were those
Jesus
sticks-
was
what were
killed
those
on Easter,
sticks
so
that you
that's
got
a
for
little.
Christmas?
No, I
Well,
thought
no,
he
that's the day he
thought
wakes
came
up.
back.
Oh, and he saw a shadow. That's right.
Yeah.
As far as the toys that are dangerous to play with in the house, what were those sticks that you had?
Devil
Oh,
sticks.
the,
Devil
Oh, yeah,
sticks.
the devil sticks.
Devil
I was
sticks.
the fucking tits with them, man.
Dude, I
Yeah.
was good at that shit. I knocked a bunch of shit off our.
pogo
Dad's like,
stick,
get in the
yeah.
backyard with that.
Could you do that? You do the.
Oh yeah,
The one
spin around.
swirl, the one where you keep
Yeah.
going with it. Yeah, but you immediately started playing with them right in the living room, like right next
What
to
did you
Nikki.
break?
Nikki was wandering with her helicopter head hairdo, and she's wandering around. And
Dad, get out of here.
Kyle, put those away.
Kyle.
Not now.
Kyle.
Outside. All the time, breaking shit, with them. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Where, dude? What, my question before I forget to ask it: where is the actual Toy Hall of Fame?
I don't know.
Can we go to it?
You're on the website.
That's true.
There's a big fair.
National Toy Museum of Play.
In-
Where-
About.
It's in Rochester, New York.
Yeah, there's
No
Manhattan
way.
Square.
Yes, Rochester, New York, right there.
Okay,
There it is.
One Manhattan Square, Rochester, New York, 14607.
I'm gonna say 5.5.
And they're hiring.
They're hiring.
You want to go work there? What do you do?
It's a long.
You get to assess the toys? No, it's
No, you're probably a museum like curator. Like you walk
Yeah,
around and like
yeah.
I was 5 minutes off. It's 4 hours and 55 minutes from right.
not bad.
Wow.
it's not too bad. No.
I've done a lot of driving.
You have done a lot of
I-
driving.
I-
You've gone to the Catskills quite a few times.
Yeah.
I've done
Yeah.
Tennessee.
Yeah.
Dude, I was telling Tyler I had this thing like I think it would be cool for us to do a trip together somewhere sometime when it's nicer weather. But the few times that I've gone down south, I've really enjoyed Virginia. I don't know why, but it's like super cool.
Yeah.
And did you guys know? I kind of should wait for Phil for this, but I could tell you guys. Did you know that there was like a Confederate, like they were going to build a White House, like a second White House down there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In Richmond?
Yeah.
It's now the State House. That's it's not that, but like they were so confident that the Confederates were going to win the war that they were ready to just like split America in half.
Yeah.
And that was going to be the second White House.
Well, when
I never knew that.
Well,
But
you-
in Virginia, that's the one. That's the White House.
well,
The White
let me-
House.
The White House.
Author of the White House.
But I never knew that. I was
Well,
like,
but
Jesus.
speaking of alternate White Houses,
situated.
all right. So did you know the original location for the White House was going to be right around the corner here in Ewing, New Jersey?
Oh wow.
Because by carriage ride, it was the exact halfway distance between New York and Philly.
Get the fuck out of
Because
here.
that's what
That makes a lot of sense.
Because Philly,
Dude, your house would have been a shopping mall if
Pennsylvania,
Is
like
Starbucks.
Pennsylvania and New York were vying for the spot of the capital to be the
Yeah.
capital.
Oh, yeah.
They were the biggest cities, right?
An old York Road connected New York to Philadelphia.
Right.
That has nothing to fucking do with what we're talking about.
Doesn't
Probably
matter.
some.
Yeah.
Dun,
Kinda
dun,
does.
dun, dun, dun,
That's an
dun.
original.
The score for National
That's
Treasure.
like when you go into Ewing and you come off of like if you go up 295 enough, It says Federal City Road. The reason why it's Federal City Road is because the White House is going to be there. The Capitol was going to be there.
Yeah, and they did a bait and switch.
That's what
They did a bait and switch because then they found the swamp and it was way cheaper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The theme from.
I think it's time to change the Capitol, honestly.
I know.
It's treasure.
Dude, how shitty would this area be if that was the
the
capital
theme
then?
from Star Wars.
I think
lounge
in this
singer?
area, Pennington, Hopewell, I
Yeah.
think it would be fine. It'd be the same. It would actually probably be because if you go down to Maryland, like right outside, like Potomac, Maryland,
Ooh.
is one of the richest neighborhoods in the United States.
Yeah.
And that's where like the Shrivers live, like
Yes.
you know, and Wonder Woman, Linda Carter. I drove by her house on a ride along with my buddy, the old owner of the Washington football team, Daniel Snyder.
Daniel
Saw
Snyder, yeah.
one of the biggest houses I've ever seen in my life,
Dude,
and that was just the guest quarters.
Dude, the guy that owns the fucking Miami Dolphins, we took a boat tour in Fort Lauderdale, me and Christy. Then they're like, this is where Lucille Ball lived. We're like,
She lived in Sedona.
no, she had a house. Her and Ricky had a house in Fort Lauderdale.
Okay.
They didn't live there, but they're like, this is Lucille Ball's house. This is, Holly Berry's house. All these people, and then all of a sudden,
What's the
we
one with
turn
the
into this
writer?
lagoon. What?
The writer lives out there, right?
Yeah,
Hemlock? Not Hemlock.
Hemingway.
Hemingway.
Yeah.
And all his fucked up cats. So anyway, so they showed us. We go around this corner, like coming out of the lagoon, and there's this house that's attached to another house, Like they literally, like it looks like mansions just absorbed each other. And there's these huge statues of dolphins. He owns the Miami Dolphins.
Okay.
He
Stephen
owns
Ross.
The what's the baseball team in Miami? It's escaping me right now.
The
Marlins.
The Marlins. He
Yeah.
owns like 3 professional sports
Leafy
teams.
fish.
And I'm telling you right now, I've never seen. They had the owner of like Cole's house, like people that own Chick-fil-A, and this dude's house was probably the most impressive house I've ever seen. If you Google Dolphins owner house Fort Lauderdale, it's fucking
Stephen
awesome.
Ross. If you look it up, yeah.
I just could. I've never been that taken back. Like I'll remember seeing that house, that moment. Like talk about going back in time. I'll remember that moment for the rest of my life when I noticed that house. Not big, not like giant, just fucking sprawling along the most expensive patch of water in our country, arguably. I didn't really want to do too much. I wanted to know where this was just to see if maybe we could go there one day. And like, I just want to plan a road trip with you guys. And I think it would be a good idea to maybe plan some kind of camping, outdoors trip, some kind of cooking thing. I want to do that. We can get into the details of what we want.
I'm good with road trips. I like road trips. I like them better than traveling in the airport and stuff. That's too much. That's too busy for me. I like long
love
car
flying.
trips.
Huh?
Like I love flying.
I love long car trips. That's my thing. Except for, what did I go? South Carolina, North Carolina this past summer, and I had to go for a funeral. So you're driving 10, 12 hours just for that? It's like, this blows.
That's got to be deflating.
Dude,
just like
what a dreary.
even going there,
Yeah.
and then coming back.
Fly to Charlotte, rent a car. That's
Yeah.
it's cheap to fly to Charlotte.
I want to take these boys to Tennessee. I want to take them to
That'd be
the
fun.
Smokies where Frankie lives.
That cabin we rented,
Yo.
the Airbnb cabin we rented was really great. Had a hot tub and
Our
everything
cabin-
too. It was nice. It was, smacked right in the woods. Have you ever heard?
Dude.
Smacked right in the mountains. One of the first things I heard that was like, holy shit, we are in the mountains, was the thunderstorm. The way the thunder rattled
Bounced
through the
off the
mountains.
mountains.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It sounded like Thor himself just took a shit on top of our cabin.
That was
rattled
good, dude.
so
That's awesome.
hard and crisp and loud.
And it sucks to wish for a thunderstorm on vacation, but when you're there, you want to
I
experience
love
it.
thunderstorms. I always welcome
Me
them.
too.
I always welcome them whenever they're happening. Bad
100%.
weather, fuck yeah. I want snow this year. I want a
I think
good
you guys would
snowstorm this
truly
year. I
enjoy
can't
that
wait.
area.
I want all hell to break loose in the snow department.
Yeah.
Yes,
so
this
do I.
year. I want it so bad.
I do not want to go to work.
We got 600 something. New York broke a record with most days without snow this year. 600 and something days it's been so far.
You know, that's my biggest. I'll admit that right now on the podcast. That is my biggest fear.
What?
Driving when it snows.
Oh yeah, I hate
Driving to
that.
work. Our
Yeah.
great grandfather actually, cut it out or not, but our great grandfather was driving home from work on Christmas Eve in like the 40s or whatever. And it was snowing and he had to get the job done and I got to stay and finish this. It was Christmas Eve. He was driving home and he had the right of way. He was on a road and there was a guy coming across a road where there was a stop sign, but because it was snowing, he hit his brakes, slid across the stop sign, and my great-grandfather T-boned him and killed the guy. It wasn't his fault. He wasn't speeding.
Right.
The guy in the van was trying to stop.
Yeah.
And the guy's van was filled with Christmas presents for his kids.
And that's
So
dude.
I remember Dad telling us, because my dad would snowplow and stuff, but I remember him telling us that story like when I was younger.
Yeah.
And I was indoctrinated to not drive in the snow. 5 years before I even had my license.
Maybe he was a thief and he stole those presents.
Yeah.
He could have. He could have
Yeah,
been thwarting a
so-
very bad thing.
You could
What
say
if
it
he
was
was
an
a,
impactful
what if he
Christmas.
was a wet bandit?
He was
Shut up, Marv.
he was so dead. He was all green and had fur, and he had a little dog named Max with him. It was crazy.
I don't know, but I was named after
dick.
my grandfather's
What a
middle
dick.
name. But no, that's a
I
joke.
like,
But I remember trying to go to work one time when it was snowing. I'm like, nah, this is cool. I
Dude,
gotta
plenty of
face
people
my
kill
fear.
people with cars. You're fine.
Dude, I'll just
Yeah, you're
blend
not.
in.
You're just another number at that point.
It's just salmon in the river. And I just pictured, I was driving to work. It was snowing. I was like, I got this. I got to face my fear. I don't want to miss a day of work. And all of a sudden, I just started driving. The back end of my car just started going out. And I
Oh,
was
that
going
happened to
20
me.
miles
Yeah.
an hour.
Honestly,
That
like
happened
Text
to
my
mine, the
boss. I
fish
said,
tailing, yeah.
I'm fucking going home. I'm not driving in the snow.
Yeah, it's
and then I
fine.
cook short ribs.
I've always been that way where I've been like, okay, I got to get to work and whatnot. But lately, I've just been kind of.
Dude, you have the vehicle for snow.
Now I do. Before I
Yeah,
had
the 4Runner,
Dude,
yeah.
when I first lived here,
Yeah.
I was driving a Grand Marquis and I got stuck in the snow twice.
Going out of the driveway.
Just trying
Out
to
of this
leave here.
driveway.
Just trying to leave.
I was trying to go to work.
Marquis?
I had my buddy because back then when that happened, my work was around the corner. So I'd tell Mike, like, dude, you got to come pick me up. I got my car stuck again,
And he'd just come get you.
and he'd come get
That's
me.
cool. But you had a
But-
4Runner, dude. I'd go out in the snow on purpose.
100%. I can't wait for it. But since I bought it, we haven't gotten snow.
Yeah.
We go play. You guys want to go play?
Want to go
Yeah.
play
So we'll go
with our
play.
trucks?
Yeah, that's the thing. So when you were talking about that, like
Make
you ever,
forts,
what it's like
snow forts.
to go play,
Yeah.
I'm always like that.
I know. You're.
I
you
haven't
are
finished.
The guy. Yeah.
I haven't stopped playing.
yeah.
I just feel like a kid with a house. That's how I feel.
Like
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
I feel like
I'm a kid with a mortgage.
like for me, I just
kid with a mortgage.
I don't know. It's
Tyler
like-
writes checks. I'm a big boy.
I go play with
an esquo.
I go play with my niece when I want to. I go run around in the fields when I want to. It's like, hey,
Yeah.
I'll call friends up, be like, hey, I want to shoot a video. You want to do it? Yeah, sure, cool,
yeah,
let's
dude,
do it.
You never lost that. That's a
No,
good thing.
yeah.
No, that's cool.
The shooting a video thing is a good excuse to do the crazy, stupid things that you just do as a
100%.
kid.
Yeah,
like
for a
the
video,
meaningless.
You can still
Because
play.
now there's a point.
And now that I'm older
Yeah.
and have a little more experience, I can do crazier things. I can create better,
Yeah.
high quality
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
than I did before.
Yep.
Like I can make a fucking lightsaber fight look like a lightsaber fight.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah.
Right.
And it
You know?
doesn't live here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah. One year it
put it in
snowed
my
really
bread.
bad and it was garbage day and our garbage men came around and I remember I took
Live
a
fast, eat
snowball
trash.
and I threw it and I'll never forget this. I went lobbed it in the air, hit the garbage truck. Garbage truck.
Oh shit.
They all got out, started throwing snowballs.
Yeah, I remember he goes, all right. Snowball fight!
The garbage men, dude.
Snowballs back at us. Yup.
Yeah,
It was in the
dude.
lake. Yeah, it was at the lake.
Dude, and they fucked us
Yup.
up. Like we fought with
course.
them. We legitimately, it was like 10 kids on 3 full.
It was great.
Yeah.
It was a good time. But yeah,
One
that's
time, dude, that same year, I think it was about that year or the year before. I remember it snowing like fucking piles when I was a kid.
Oh yeah. 100%.
yeah, dude.
It's just totally different than what it is now. We had a snowplow guy that would drive around the neighborhood, and as soon as it got a little bit of fresh snow and slushy, we could like pull our sleds on the street and then snowplow.
Yeah, if it was
guy would,
too
like,
thin,
bob
yeah.
that, put all the snow in the end so a kid could build a fort and get crushed in it. But he would drive with the window open. He had a big fat cigar hanging out of his mouth. He'd drive with the window open. The old.
it's like the
township
movie
truck.
Snow Day.
And this dude, I don't remember which kid it was. It might have been Lewis, a kid we grew up with. There was always a bad kid named Lewis somewhere. And he took a snowball.
R.I.P.
And I remember he just went, lobbed it. And it was like, dude, it was like the Kennedy assassination. This snowball
R.I.P. again.
hit the side of this guy's head. And I just
He wasn't that good a guy.
got pulled out. Smashed the side of the snowplow man's face, knocked the cigar on him. He's like, stopped the snowplow truck, opened the door, and we were like, "Oh my god!" We were hiding under cars in the snow, like like shaking, trying to not get caught. I'll never forget. Remember when a kid would do something bad when you were little, and it made you laugh next level? Remember laughing, crippling laughing at a kid doing something really bad.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was always not. It was never me. I was always watching the other bad kids, but I loved it because I laughed so hard.
I was too empathetic, and you were an instigator, so you would always make them.
Yeah, but also at
go
the same
extra
time,
mile.
I know.
Oh, I was Charles Manson.
Kyle was always,
Yeah.
always.
The idea,
No,
but not
No.
the action.
no. But you were afraid of the wrath of Henry.
Yeah.
If he ever found out,
Oh yeah.
because that was like,
I was not there. I didn't touch nothing.
Yeah.
yeah.
Stage 3 Catholic guilt.
Oh,
Oh,
oh, not even that. No.
I mean, there was a couple times that we did something dumb and you dime me out to your mom.
yeah.
you're like, it was PJ's idea. We did this, and I was like, "Fuck, Kyle."
dude.
Hey.
Dude,
We got away with it.
Self-preservation.
Yeah, we got away with it.
Yeah, dude. I don't remember a specific incident.
Neither do I, but I just
But
remember there's a couple times because
I remember-
I got home and got my ass whooped.
Here's a time when I knew I thought I was literally going to go to jail. The first time I ever thought about
Straight to
cops
jail.
when I was little. We used to play Army, and we would literally climb through our neighbors' backyards, over their fence, and everyone's like, "There's those goddamn kids." Well, we went through the road over, all strangers. We didn't know these people. The next road was that was international waters as far as the neighborhood was concerned. Nobody knew nothing. So we were going through their backyard, and this old lady, sweet old woman, I still feel bad for this today, 20 years later. She opened the window. She goes, "Get out of my backyard." And one of my friends, we were like 10. My friend was like, "Fuck you, old lady." We were like, "Oh my God." So she called someone who knew all the mom's numbers and got the parents involved. That brought all the parents in.
Oh God.
Outed the kid. And the next time we all got together, he was like, "I'm seeking revenge on that old lady." We're like, "Dude, you have to calm. No, this is not happening." Remember film canisters?
Yep.
He took film canisters, filled them with like house paint, permanent house paint. And he's like, "I'm going to grenade that old lady's house." We're like, "Dude, we're not playing anymore. This isn't fun now. We're going to get in trouble." They know you're going to be the kid.
about that?
Like they know it's going to be you. He's like, "If they don't catch me, they won't know." He was like full military psycho mode. So I remember being like 5 yards away, watching him crawl through this lady's backyard, take these film canisters of house paint and throw them at the house. He hit boom, 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 hit the house, paint all over, and he just stood there. We're like, "Fucking run at least!"
Some people just
And the
want to
window
watch the
opened
bird
up,
burn.
and it was that lady's son. That old lady's son, he was like in his 40s. He just opened the window, and I remember him being like, "You're dead, kid." And we were like, "Oh!" from 5 yards away. And he just was like, "Fuck you," and ran. And this truck went around the neighborhood looking for us. They called the cops. I remember being in my friend's garage like, "Dude, you guys know the Our Father? Did you go to church when you were
Our Father.
I only know the first part. I don't know the extended part.
Dude, we're sitting next to a broken lawnmower, being like, "Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with thee, blessed art thou." Like praying in my friend's garage, and my buddy that threw the paint's like, "What are you guys doing?" Like it was nothing to him. There was always
The
a kid that was
experience,
next level bad, throwing rocks in somebody's pool, and that there was always a line I never crossed because I didn't want to get disciplined. But that laugh when the bad kid was doing the bad thing,
It's insatiable.
It's insatiable. It is. It's just like a high you can just chase forever.
So traveling. Is that what we were talking about?
Yeah, I want to take these guys down south.
Yeah, so like when you go to travel, what's your favorite mode? Go around the horn. What's your favorite mode of transportation?
Oh, obviously car. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's a 12, 13, 14 hour. I loved it ever since I was a kid. I would
Yeah?
pack all my stuff on my batteries.
You
and
could
like
be a trucker.
the Game Boy and
I could.
we had a
Yeah.
portable VCR with a little TV on
Yeah.
the top that we would plug in the
That's what
cigarette
yeah.
lighter. Bring a couple tapes. Hell yeah.
Surf
we had,
ninjas.
yeah. Oh yeah. I had a great time with that. I loved every second of long car rides. Waking up early, like 5, 6 o'clock for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Our
By far.
dad was kind of like the you can't stop to go to the bathroom, kind of not.
Well, everyone had a pee thing,
Yeah.
right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He had a pee cup.
Yeah.
We were all into peeing on each other. Yeah.
No,
I have a pee thing.
We used to pull over, and and I used to just go piss in the off
Yeah.
the side
Sure.
of side of the van.
Sure.
I wish that was my introduction to peeing, but it was in the car, unfortunately.
Your introduction.
Yeah, I
captained our
exclusively
van.
like from ages 2 to 7 peeing in a car. No.
Yeah.
Oh, exclusive.
So
That's the only place.
yeah.
to
exclusive.
car travel.
Oh, for sure. Car. It depends though. The way I kind of plan things now. The last like 5 times I've gone to Tennessee, I kind of routed it through like antique centers. So like I can kind of. I like to break a trip. Say if it's a 10-hour trip, I like to have every 2 hours somewhere to stop and do it. I'll top off my gas. I'll go to the bathroom, and it kind of makes the trip. I know this is going to sound silly. We probably get a mean comment over this, but I think it makes the trip go faster when you break it up into smaller chunks.
That's not exactly groundbreaking. I agree with that. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I mean, a 10-hour trip could
I want
take
to see
12.
that person in the comments.
that goes after that comment.
Who are you?
Let's get one person in the comments first.
Yeah, I know.
I comment every fucking time.
I know you do. I'm like, oh look, we got a comment. Oh, it's just Phil.
Yeah, this was a great one.
What about you?
Oh, I will say I love driving, That is probably my number one. Like
BJ's a good driver.
Like I bought the 4Runner literally to outfit it to go drive around and then like camp like across the country.
That's
like,
cool.
That was
Dude, that's
the
a
whole
rolling
motivation
Swiss
for it.
Army knife. You had so many extra things when we went to Boston.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I have a whole inflatable raft. It's cool. We could float.
Seriously.
You have everything.
It's like
I have a week's
Temple of
worth.
Doom.
I have a week's worth of food in there, like everything. Like I'm
Yeah,
ready to.
when you
like,
hear a guy say on a podcast, that's where I keep my extra Solomons, that motherfucker's ready for zombies. Like, you're ready. I got my back
Pretty much.
pocket knives.
Got
I got a
water
couple
filtration.
machetes.
Tactical.
I will say,
shit all
I
over. Yeah.
absolutely love flying.
Yeah.
Like
You do?
I
Yeah.
love flying.
It's cool.
So much. I love the whole thing. Like I know you don't like the airport, but I love the airport. I don't know what it is about it.
Yeah.
I will go. I wait in the fucking security line. The anticipation
just
gets
the
there.
excitement, I
The
see.
excitement of it. Like I flew Spirit. Everybody talks shit about it.
Yes.
I didn't have a problem.
I liked
I'm like, whoa, this is great.
Yeah.
And
Like a
it was
bus.
Fucking cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. And you can get their first class, which is the big seat, for $100.
Yeah.
That's not
big-
bad.
And that's what I paid for.
Yeah.
I paid
You guys
for,
buy the Wi-Fi or no?
no.
Well, yeah.
whoa.
Just
I'd say-
pre-downloaded shit. You're good.
Yeah,
I
pre-download
gotta do,
shit.
Yeah.
download stuff locally. That's what I
Yeah.
gotta do. But I mean, if I could
YouTube
do
Premium.
it, if I could exclusively do a trip through like Trenton Mercer Airport, it's like
Is
smaller
it
than
getting to the airport? That's your
DMV.
problem?
Yeah, they're getting there. They're getting dropped off, and then the other thing is
Storing
getting-
your car.
Is when you land and you got to find a place to rent a car and all that shit.
I know what it is with you and why you
and
don't
the
like the airport.
the crowds,
Baggage
and all
claim,
that
do
stuff,
you
all
have a
that
problem with
stuff.
that?
It's just
Someone
it's
else
just
is
a mess.
setting your pace. That's why you don't like it. Because it's the same reason
No.
I don't like it.
No,
I
that's
wanna
not it for
leave
me.
when
I
I'm
just don't
ready.
like crowds.
I don't want to. It's not a control thing, but I kind of don't like someone else setting the pace.
It's a total control thing. That's exactly what it is. That's
exactly what that is.
That's-
It's not a control.
No,
That's
it's
not-
the textbook definition of a control issue.
You just gotta
No.
give
You-
yourself to the experience.
I mean it in a way like I kind of need to be mentally prepared to leave when I want to leave. Not
That's-
like we're doing
yeah, well,
it my
that's
way.
still you
Again,
knowing when you're
wanna-
leaving.
Yeah.
'cause For me,
Yeah.
it's
I
just,
You're Kevin McAllister. Yeah. you don't
for
fucking,
me, it complicates it a lot, and I don't like the idea of the unknown. It's like, where am I going to park? Who's going to drop me
That's
off? Am I
it.
going to
That's
get
it. I
picked
love
up?
that you
I don't
lose
like the
control
unknown.
of-
I
like
love
the
these.
unknown a
See,
little
that's the
bit.
thing is I find the unknown so exciting.
Yeah,
That's what like honestly, if I could be like Lewis and Clark, absolutely.
yeah.
Like I wish I could do. I wanted to sign up for the fucking mission to Mars. Like
Oh.
I would go to Mars because I don't know what the fuck's gonna happen.
Dude, if
But
Either way, you'll be a part of
one
history.
of your
the
friends go to
Project Artemis is the next one.
Yeah, right.
That's the moon, I believe.
Yeah.
The moon?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But-
right. They're going back.
Are they
to the
putting it
moon.
on the back of cereal boxes? How the fuck do you sign up for this?
There was a whole thing. There was like a
You need the hashtag.
I would go to the moon.
yeah.
Yeah, you gotta have money
But
Yeah. You tickle someone's
Yeah.
balls.
with a Logitech controller.
Yeah. No, I found that flying is the most enjoyable for me because I have a very big battle with time. And me and time fucking hate each other.
As far as on time and
Oh no, just like getting to things, experiencing things in time. I love.
you are always late to the podcast.
I am always late.
I'm just
No, I am. I also live an hour away. Fuck
You have to
off.
drive through.
Yeah, we're honest.
Battlefield.
Yeah.
I know. I'm just kidding.
So, but basically, with flying, I subscribe to the TSA PreCheck,
Yeah.
which gets me into through security within 5 minutes. It's,
Oh, that's
it's
nice.
$150 the last 7 years.
Dude, that's
just
awesome.
do it.
Yeah.
It's nothing.
7 years.
Have you thought about the
Wow.
clear thing?
Yeah, what's it
Clear
called?
view, whatever.
Some boardless entry
Yeah, basically
for
essentially-
international stuff.
No. It's
Oh.
it's like literally
Clear.
like no, it's a new,
Scientology?
it's a new thing where you basically they retina scan you and you just automatically go through.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I don't have that
Yeah,
one.
I saw that. I saw that at the Houston airport. And I was
Phil
like,
has to get
oh,
a
shit.
microchip like a
Is
dog.
it that you get
They already have your
you
retinas.
get
There's no way to
scan your
pre-screened?
neck.
You get pre-screened and it
Yeah.
lasts a certain amount of time.
Essentially, I think what it is you kind of get background checked and security
Yeah.
cleared,
Yeah.
and then they
Real. So
Yeah.
that's
great.
actually
Do it.
faster to line.
Boardless entry is the fingerprint one. I don't have the
Oh.
I one. I only
Okay.
have fingerprint.
I mean, not that I hated
Still
when I
pretty
when I
advanced.
flew. Like I thought it was fine. It was just it just overly complicated it because I'm a very introverted person. So it's like if it's gonna be, it's just made it seem like a lot.
Yeah.
And we went to we did a cruise once, and that was a lot of fun, and that was the same thing. But like luckily, like most cruises, if you go to like Miami, they have a port there in the airport for the cruise. Like they
Yeah.
have a place there for
Yeah.
the cruise. So there wasn't a lot of like, where do we go? What do we do? Like we just sat in the airport for a couple hours until it was time to get picked up. But the cruise was another trip, another vacation that was a lot of fun, but I couldn't wait to get home because I was fucking exhausted.
I've never been on a cruise.
It was
wanna do
so
Like
busy.
going to Nova Scotia. You drive up to Connecticut or something like that, and
Yeah.
you put your put your car on a boat and they fucking just ship you
That's
off to Nova
cool.
Scotia.
That's
cool.
sick.
And then you still have your car.
Yeah, you still have your car.
Yo,
Yeah, that's
your
dope.
comfort of your own vehicle on vacation is sick. That's why I drive my car to Tennessee.
Oh, how about the car trains? The trains.
Oh
that you
yeah,
have in the car?
yeah.
I would like to try that.
Yo, we
Where
should
you
travel
sleep
by
over in the
train.
cars for a night or two in the train cars.
I have
Darjeeling
always
Limited.
yeah.
I have always wanted to do one of those old train rides, like an old style train ride.
Yo.
where you
That's
take
my
it from
miniature.
like New York all the way out to like Washington or wherever.
and you sleep in your own little car overnight.
Yeah,
and
you
The
have
stuff.
curtains are red.
The diner
Yeah,
car
yeah.
for
Like
dinner.
little lanterns.
yeah, it's like Murder on
Yeah.
the Orient
Yeah.
Express.
Yeah.
Alfred
You got the
Hitchcock.
bar
Well,
up
say that
flying
anymore.
hard.
Yeah.
Like
We're
I would
wavelengths
love.
today.
I'd love the idea of having dinner on a moving train
Yes.
car.
Yeah.
Like that
100%.
sounds like so much fun.
Or like White Christmas, like you know.
That's exactly what I'm picturing.
No.
Snow.
Anyway,
Last year on SNL, they made fun of that song.
I know, and
I
it was.
shaved my ass in snow.
But at the same time, I'm like, this is actually really
I
dumb.
wipe my ass
I wish
with snow.
Like you could make fun of that and just write it better.
I
think
know.
Saturday Night Live's writing has just gone to shit once the John Mulaney left.
Yeah.
But
That I would love to do that though. That looks like so much
Wipe
fucking
your ass
fun.
with snow.
Yes.
yes, with
This-
John Mulaney's.
I mean, I could see you need if you need to take a shit and you're in the middle of the woods and it's snowing. Oh yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Do it. I tried. Yeah.
Wait, shitting in the woods?
Yeah.
With snow?
With snow, wipe your ass with snow.
yeah,
I could do
it's
that.
like
I could see that.
It's like an ice cold bidet.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Sure.
That adds an extra thing. It's like a two-folded process. Two-fold.
Two folded.
Any extra be
Two
thrice
ply.
of shit.
Two ply snow.
No,
Two-ply snow.
this next year coming up, like that's gonna be one of my things. Is I'm gonna.
I would love to do that.
because I've done a lot of traveling this past year.
Dude, I'm down for the train with the road mics.
That
So-
would be
That'd be
fun.
sick.
So I'm gonna make a big effort to do like big trips.
That's good. Good.
Because
Good.
I'm turning 40 next year.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna try my best to plan a trip to Iceland.
Nice.
Ooh.
Go to
yeah.
Iceland for my, and then I'm also maybe I have to talk to my friend that's out there, but I'm gonna go out to Alberta.
Nice.
Yo.
I want to go to
Alberta.
I want to go to Banff National Park. There's also a dinosaur park out there.
Ooh.
So like you walk through the area and they have
I love dinosaurs.
fossils in the walls.
Yeah.
Of the
no
rock.
way.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's so cool.
So, like,
I love
I'm-
dinosaurs.
So of course like
carved out.
I want to go there.
PJ's predisposed to the dino park because we knew Jim Gary.
Yes.
We would go to Jim Gary's house.
I keep trying to get pictures of that little dino thing I got on my bike for y'all.
Yeah.
I have a little Jim Gary figure.
Yeah.
It's a spoon and fork combo. It looks like a little bug.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's expensive, but if you have the chance to go to Patagonia, you can go around the Matterhorn as you're going 40. It's like, I'm around the horn.
Yeah.
Very corny, but yeah.
Yeah, that's-
you can go.
Still.
Yeah.
Even if just like on a smaller scale, talking about the train, they have the Strasbourg Railroad in Lancaster over here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do. I think they do. They do an adult. They do one for
Yeah,
adults
craft
with
beer.
a wine train or
Yeah.
a beer one.
I
I
will
want to
say
do that so
one of the
bad.
best cocktails
That sounds
I've
like
ever
so
had in
much
my life.
fun.
There's one up here in Northwest Jersey.
Oh yes, there is. There's a
there
train.
is.
Yeah.
And they take you up and you get off
Met
on
Thomas there
on
last
a,
year.
What up, Thomas?
at a vineyard. That you get off on a vineyard and they have a little winery. And
I want to do that
Yo,
so bad. That
that
sounds like so
sounds
much fun.
bad.
I want that, and like if they do dinner and
Yeah.
that sounds so much fun.
I was-
I
so
took
much
a
fun.
swamp tour in Louisiana.
Ooh,
Got
Whoa.
my butthole expanded. Damn it.
Dude, I remember my dad watching that
Deliverance?
video when I was
Boy,
little.
you got a pretty mouth.
I was like,
got a
man,
pretty mouth.
I didn't take anything from that movie other than like, damn, we should get some kayaks.
That's a beautiful
I want
takeaway.
Burt Reynolds fucking wetsuit.
It's a pure
We should get
takeaway.
canoes.
How
man.
badass did he look?
So for
Burt
your
Reynolds.
trips, do you have any like checklists that you have?
Yeah, what's your
Like-
first thing you think you're
like-
gonna do?
Or no, like before.
Goals.
No, like
No,
do you have
prep.
any, do you have any like anxieties? Do you like how do you enter? You're fearless when
Like I use the
Yeah,
Notes app and I check off
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah,
and
it sounds
I
like
never-
you
right.
used to have some anxieties.
Used to,
before.
the Utes.
Yeah,
I'm a
you-
planner.
Yeah,
I kind
Yins
of-
for in Pittsburgh.
I
Yeah.
plan. I like to plan. My biggest thing is like I don't want to bring extra clothes. I don't want to bring extra shit. I
You
don't
brought
want
17 hats to fucking Boston.
Yeah, I don't want to hear that. We were going to Boston for a weekend, and you had literally 17 hats.
You kept pulling them out.
4 pairs of boots.
I did.
4 pairs of boots, and then
And
like
no hydration drink.
no hydration tablets.
Yo, I was hydrated. as
Not
fuck.
one.
I just was,
H2F.
Yo, Boston.
fucking
I
that's a
still
good point.
have,
But
like,
men have it
PTSD
easy.
from saying when I say Boston, I think diarrhea. Like that's.
I think
Still.
diarrhea. Men have it easy though. We could just pack like 2 pairs of jeans for like a month.
Not
Yeah.
even.
You know?
I'll wear with the same pair of jeans.
We have it easy. We have way easier than women.
Well,
that's for sure.
influencers have to have a couple outfits with it.
I like, dude. I have different hats. I like hats. I like changing hats. I didn't.
I got
wear
my
50
me
different
You don't need
hats.
to defend it. Yeah, I agree with you.
I had a normal
Different look.
outfit.
You're just
I-
contradicting yourself.
Hats
We're
are
just
different.
pointing it out.
No, when I'm going to Tennessee, I'm not bringing that many.
No, you're right. You're right. You
50.
didn't. No, the
Just two less.
That's
the packing. Yeah, I'll use the notes app whenever I start thinking about it, and then I'll
You
use
build
the
your
checklist
inventory?
thing. Yes,
Yeah.
I do.
logistics manager.
You know, how many extra pairs of underwear do you bring? Like,
He's
I
still
always
like
pack
that.
like I'm
It's
gonna
always
shit
plus
myself.
two. It's plus
That's what
two.
he said.
Every
You
day
got
plus
that.
two.
I always act like I'm gonna shit myself. I never shit myself. I don't do that. I don't even at home. I don't do that, and yet I always anticipate shitting myself.
Because you never know.
I guess you
other
never know.
dis-
Listen, once you
Discharges that happen.
hit 30 plus, you never know when you're gonna shart.
Dude, vacation diarrhea is different.
Yeah, socks,
that's true.
socks, underwear plus two.
Yeah, it's always
Always
plus two.
+2. That's
no,
a good
I
rule.
make sure I
Okay.
make sure I have those. I'll do
All right.
that. But typically, like, yeah, I'll take one pair of jeans.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
don't need too many pairs of pants.
No.
Yeah.
But what if you're in like one of those weird climates? I need shorts and pants and a
That's-
sweatshirt and
yeah,
t-shirt.
don't
That's
go
what
to
that's when you-
California.
Boston was that way. We
Yeah.
weren't. We didn't know.
That's
really
when-
what to come.
No idea.
That's when you get like
know when to come?
those cool hiking pants.
He just said that. Wait,
that wrong.
wait.
What to bring, and I said when to come instead.
Dude, that's what I thought about Boston. I didn't know when to come.
Some of us come way too early. Some of us come way too late.
I'm acting as if I have control over
Tyler,
that.
The fact that you don't know when.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's
That's
good for
amazing.
You,
You get to decide.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy.
Tyler
for
slept
you.
on that cot like the operation guy, just straight on his back.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was very.
we
comfortable.
wingless moth this last episode.
Yeah, yeah.
God, it still bothers me because he can sleep so easily.
No, the thing that bugged me about Boston was how our different sleep schedules with the people we were in the room with.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that was
Who
rough.
came
dude.
in at- who
Well,
came in at 2?
that's because John Jr. came home drunk Saturday night and
That
he
dude
was
can sleep,
fired up.
That dude can sleep on a rock.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he slept under a
under a
table,
desk.
a desk.
He was like
slept
a
under
cat.
desk.
He
Yeah.
curled up.
But I mean, we went to bed
So,
at like 11:30, 12
That's
o'clock.
a big thing. Where to sleep. That's when traveling somewhere.
Yeah,
like,
dude.
that's like a huge.
That's
thing.
a huge
And
problem.
the fact
You
that
wanna
he can
know-
do that. That's a superpower.
That can make or break your trip if you don't have somewhere solid
Well,
to
to
sleep.
him it
I
wasn't.
think.
Yo,
I mean,
hotel
it's-
hack.
to me, it
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a hotel trick. I've used this multiple times and it worked every time. When I'm driving to Tennessee, I usually try to do overnight so that I could wake up in the morning halfway through, which is in Virginia, and hit all the antique stores in the morning. I drive until late at night, until like I would say like 11, 12. Then you call the hotel and offer them cash for the room because you just need to crash for a couple hours. You're not taking the whole room, and if you don't buy it or if you don't give them anything, they lose everything on that room. They're not going to book it at 1 o'clock in the
You
morning.
chewing a toothpick when you're doing
So
it?
I go,
I'm a toothpick guy.
Like-
I'm dealing in cash.
yeah.
well,
Listen here, Dame. I'm gonna cut you in on a little slice. I have it.
Yeah,
again.
but what you do,
No,
you
sorry.
call them and say, "Listen, I'd like a room. I just need a pit stop real quick. I gotta stop. What's your room rate?" And they
Yeah.
say like $160 for a night. Be like, I'll give you $80 cash to just crash for a couple hours.
No shit.
They do it. Yeah,
actually,
I've done it
yeah,
multiple
no.
times.
I had a boss that used to have me call to other hotels and motels for the hourly rate
Whoa.
Yeah,
because that's where he used to
hourly rate.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Nice.
that's where he used to go fuck.
yeah.
I had a
Oh,
coworker like
and you would do that for him.
Yeah, because he's calling another set.
Oh.
While my other coworker is calling another set of hotels, and we had to make sure that there was a hot tub
So-
in the room.
Yeah.
There's a Rocco's Modern Life.
This is a whole other
That-
episode, but yeah, I had a coworker who loved this thing called Backpage. I've never explored.
Oh yeah, Backpage.
Oh, so okay, so it's a thing. All right.
Oh yep.
Well, not on this
It's-
side of the
it's-
room. What are we talking about?
Backpage is basically where you would get prostitutes.
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought
He would,
that's
he
what.
would frequent the hell out of it.
Yeah,
Really?
I know,
Really?
I know a couple people that used to frequent Backpage. Actually, a couple bachelor parties.
Oh, really?
Were thrown with Backpage women.
And
I
you
could
would
see
just
that.
call them and they worked for Backpage.
Yeah,
It was like
They were
Uber.
supposed to be
it was like
escorts.
it's so cute and innocent that you.
They were just escorts.
No, they were hookers.
I know, but they were listed as escorts.
No,
No, they
not
were
on
list-
Backpage.
Yeah, Backpage is like straight for.
I like to fuck.
Oh,
it was like
great.
Uber,
You
but
want
for
your dick
for
sucked?
hookers.
Yeah.
$10.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
There's
If
an
you-
app for that.
If you want to put it in my hoo-ha, $20. You want to put it in my butthole,
There's
$50.
a whole.
Oh,
There's a whole
he,
menu.
he showed us like
this is your bosses both did this?
no. What? So the guy that I worked with, he liked to pretend like he was my fucking boss. Yeah. He has his own podcast. Let's shout it out right now. It is no.
Yeah, great. Like we shouted out Conan the other episode. Great, that's good.
Like he needed it.
Yeah, like he needed it.
Oh, I'm fine with that. No, anyway.
Anyway,
So they
Back on
he's
target.
good.
I've never heard of this.
yeah, Backpage.
Yeah.
So
It's
is that
not
the first
around
thing
anymore.
you do when you.
Why
sure
would
it's
you
not.
have heard of it?
No,
That's
I didn't
good.
have a
It's-
boss that
It's,
used
it's good that you don't know of it.
No, I've never heard of it. So
Maybe
you
not
go.
good. It depends on what you like.
Was it PayPal?
What? No, cash.
I'm sure.
That's
I've never.
so you learn something new.
I'm telling you, I know.
that was a
like
thing. I thought people just used Tinder for that. I guess.
Well, now, yeah, like you have Tinder, and a lot
This
of
is a
prostitutes
more
actually,
like guaranteed Tinder.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
get what
yeah,
you're saying
yeah.
because you got to get somebody to swipe on you too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Swipe no.
Actually-
$20.
Yeah, there's like consent.
That's
but
true.
It's incentivized consent.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
you want to.
Consent
Yeah.
that is the great. That's like
You know what?
like William Shakespeare's version of prostitution.
I'm gonna.
Incentivized consent.
So
I
I'm,
want to cut that one out. Yeah.
Incentivized consent. That's fine.
Yeah.
no online dating. Weird.
Yeah.
It's
Is it?
It's
I don't think it's weird. It worked out
I
good
met
for
my
me.
wife
no.
on it, yeah.
I understand. Okay. All right. No, but
It is weird.
I.
Oh, did you?
I am having
Tinder.
like an experience,
I can't imagine it now.
dude.
Oh.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like right now, it's so funny. Like you can see trends. Like I remember when I was on it a little bit ago, and it was like women would always have in their profiles like something about the emphasis on the Oxford comma.
Yeah.
Now half of them all love national parks all of a sudden.
Yeah.
And then it's like all these like little weird
This
trends.
is good.
So,
I love
So-
that.
But
what is
now-
your sequence of photos, though?
What do you mean?
Like, how do you represent your? Sorry, I don't want to interrupt.
All right.
Yeah. Anyway,
You
we'll
know,
get back to that.
Actually, I'll show you.
Yeah.
Damn it, Phil.
I'll show you my profile. No,
This is a whole new episode.
Yeah,
I love this. This is good.
Guys, welcome back.
Actually, you might want to stop the screen
Can I-
share
can
because
I-
I'll bring up my my
Ooh.
profile.
Yo! All right, this is a good place to stop. Let's start next episode. I'm
Yeah.
gonna grab a beer.
We're gonna talk about dating
right.
next episode.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
we're gonna get into that,
Yeah.
and thank you for listening. Oh, the next episode I believe is coming out right before Christmas time, so it's gonna be extra.
So let's
Christmassy,
find
too.
some Christmas love.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas cheer this year.
What brings home the holidays more than fucking?
Yeah. Thanks for listening.
Listen, baby, it's
Subscribe.
cold outside.
Subscribe, download, watch us on YouTube as
Comment.
well.
I swear to God, if I'm the last one in there, I'm gonna lose it.
Thank you for listening. Full Size Podcast.